horrible thumbnail, by the way.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Ah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Unless
It's
it's
Merry
not Happy New
Christmas.
Year yet.
It's Merry Christmas. It's Merry Christmas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Well-
Woke Breaker. I'm up to around 292. I'm about to.
Ah.
No.
Yep.
No, actually, I'm way over that. I don't know who he's talking about.
2025. I know it's
Uh,
months, isn't it? It's like 2025.
Yeah.
It's like where the hell did last year go? It's just like boom, 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 gone.
I know, right? Ah.
Hey, 589. So
Yes, you do have.
589.
You have 589 subs.
Yeah. There you go.
Well,
What am I
aren't
doing on
you
this channel?
special?
You barely cracked 100. What am I doing on this channel? I'm slumming.
Well, I don't know.
Nice. I think
If you put any effort
Take-
into it, you might crack a
Taking
good
pity,
high.
I might.
taking pity on him, Bunny.
I do believe I'm one of them.
Taking pity.
Look at this thumbnail. My gosh.
Generous.
What did you just cut and paste everything?
He
Yeah,
did.
pretty much.
He did.
Pity subs. Pity subs.
Oh, ye of little effort.
Yes. Yes. Little effort.
Yeah, Cruel's head looks like Robin Williams from Baron Munchausen.
Oh, gee.
Yes, yes. Phil,
What?
he was not in the credits in.
Oh my God.
What was that?
What's that? I didn't
What's
catch
my
that
face? The
because it
screen
glitched.
grab? You don't. It looks like he stretched it too.
Glitched.
Come on now.
What?
That's horrible,
That's
man.
the picture from him being in the chair. Remember the one
Oh.
where you looked like you were? I think who was it? The Time Prophet did the old Dr. Evil,
Oh,
and
Time
you were in the
Prophet.
chair with the cat
Yeah.
holding the cat petting it. That's that picture.
Oh
So
yeah, he did.
I
he did,
decapitated
he did.
you, and
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oddly enough, I've
Well,
got
if you
the same
asked, I would have
hairstyle
sent
again.
you a screen
Channeling
grab. I
Mr.
mean, come
Evil.
on. That would have been too much
Mr.
effort,
Evil.
though, right?
Mr. Evil. Hey, let's
No, Woke Breaker. I haven't seen the new Osborns. I have not seen new Osborns. So.
Nope, the new Osborns. What?
I don't know.
New ones? They got new ones now? I thought they all got divorced
I
and
have
went
no
their
idea.
separate ways, pissing people off.
What, the Osborns? What,
Yeah.
as in Ozzy Osbourne?
No,
His
no,
Sharon
they're,
and
Sharon and Ozzy are still married. No.
Yeah.
They
Harry
are?
and
I
Norman
thought
are
they
now
got a
black.
I
divorce.
was about to say, I never heard anything about
Oh
thought- I
no,
thought
it means
Sharon left
Osborn's
him.
from the comics. He means Osborn's from the comics. The new Spider-Man show race swapped
Oh.
Nice.
the Green
What?
Goblin and his son. So
Where-
everybody race swapped them now.
All right. Oh, they raced.
Oh, that's right. I
Oh,
saw a
fucking
pic-
A.
What?
Leave the
I
comics
saw
alone,
a picture
people.
of that. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
I
fuck?
saw a picture. I saw a picture of that. Yeah.
Is that supposed to be like an alternate universe or some shit, you know? Or is it like
Nah,
they're
I
just
don't
like-
know.
We wouldn't want that.
Uncle
There's-
Ben, nowhere to be seen. Evidently, the Spider-Man
He
has
gone.
no need
Yeah,
for no
Uncle-
man. So.
Well, if they race swapped him, he's probably on a bag of rice somewhere.
Oddly enough, you notice the picture of Uncle Ben's rice. He's disappeared as well. It's just Uncle
Yes, he has.
yeah, that's an
Someone's gone.
anti-Uncle Ben going on. Yeah. Oh, by the
Yes.
way, evidently the Redskin logo may be coming back
Yes, because the
because the actual Indians who
actual
who
person-
like inspired it are actually speaking up
well,
and going like,
that is a
"Why'd you
that's-
take our logo?"
That's the profile picture of an actual Indian chief that was
Yep.
created by his relative or like a descendant
Yeah.
that won the contest for the logo, and so they got all pissed off.
They used to bless the field at
Yeah.
before every
The RFK.
season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and just
B-Dog,
like,
game not going well? Was that why we're
Well,
on?
fuck
Oh,
Yes.
Happy New Year.
What's up, B-Dog? How you doing, brother?
I'm very fond of Washington right now. They knocked the Falcons down a peg. So
Oh,
my
Washington's
Buccaneers
good,
maybe making
surprisingly,
the
this
finals,
year.
yeah.
I haven't been into football of any kind in probably a decade. So
Well, if you ignore the BLM logos on the field, you can you can pretend that they're still
I'd
good.
rather watch a high school football game than fucking.
You know,
well,
I mean, hey, you need to support the Black Lesbian Slush Real Estate Slush Fund. Come on now.
Yes,
Yeah.
the flush
If you
fund.
like black, if you love black people, you got to support the Black Lesbian Real Estate
So-
Slush Fund.
so-
I like red
Has the-
beans and rice.
Has the
I
Bureau
don't
of
think
Land
it's the same
Management
thing.
sued BLM? Has the Bureau of Land Management sued BLM for copyright infringement?
Oh, really? No, they haven't.
They need to.
Yeah, like
should.
By the way,
like the
they
World
tried to do a
Wildlife
march
Fund
in New
done.
York. BLM tried to do a march in
They
New
got
York,
shut down.
and 20 people showed up.
Nice.
Yeah.
And remember, kids, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, you ain't black.
Oh, right.
No shit. No shit.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess.
Oh, they tried
damn
to
it, I'm
they
not
tried to
black.
call Uncle. They tried to call Larry Elder Uncle Tom on the same show, and,
I
and
know.
Larry Elder's like,
Well,
me
he's
and Uncle
the-
Tom.
He's the,
Yeah.
he's the black face of white supremacy.
Right.
And he's like, you're
Right.
calling me an Uncle Tom, and you let that old white man come on here and say that to you, and you didn't push back. He said, what's
Yeah.
wrong with you? You're a houseboy.
Wow.
Oh shit. Here we go. Damn.
Everything is racist. Everything.
Everything
B-Dog's
is
got it
racist.
going on.
Everything.
Everything is racist.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they have now. Is to throw. You're
Yeah.
racist. You're a Nazi. You're this. You're that.
You're a
Whatever.
homophobe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
evidently, the only thing it isn't racist is white erasure. Not racist.
Yeah.
White-
No, it's not.
Not Brian. Hello.
Ah.
Yes.
Happy New
Brian,
Year.
not
Oh, it's
Brian.
not
Happy New
Brian.
Year with us.
What's up,
Not
man?
Brian. Cheers.
So if
Take
he's
it
not
close.
Brian, who actually is he? Anybody
Not
know?
Brian.
Not Brian? Oh,
Not
okay.
Brian.
It's not Brian.
He's not
He's
Brian Young.
Not Brian. Well, I'm not a
Brian,
lot
yeah.
of things, but
No.
who I am
Happy
is
New
actually
Year.
my identity.
Happy New Year to you.
It's,
Not Brian. Hey,
Yep.
if you want to come on, let me know. I'll send you a link.
I'm going to change my name to Am Cooper.
Am
So
Cooper.
that's what I'm going to
Am
change my name to.
Cooper.
Am
Am?
Cooper.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Come on, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been ages. We haven't spoken in ages.
I know. Can have him
Yeah,
on.
Up and
come
about,
on,
up and
Brian.
about
Can we
still.
find out
link.
what
I'll
you
send you a
are?
link.
I mean, we know what you're not. You know, the
For
one
some
singular
reason-
thing you're not. So
For some strange and bizarre
send him
reason,
a link.
I'm here. I don't know why.
there you go.
I'm sending him a
It's
link.
like 2 o'clock in the
You
morning.
should be asleep by now.
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
Give it some time. I might
It's
just
2
pass
o'clock.
out.
Come
Matter
on,
of fact,
for
that's the
a few
first thing I
minutes.
asked. Wookie, go, Cruel's going to be on? Good. He's
Come
going
on.
to be up late.
It's
See you, Woke.
I've got,
Just for a
You're
few
welcome.
minutes, man. Just for a few minutes.
Happy New
I've
Year,
got some
Woke Breaker.
beverage. It's fine.
It's
I'm
a beverage.
alcohol fueled.
Mhm.
I
Happy
have
New Year.
the adult kids beverage. It's not
Yeah.
apple juice, kids.
Trump's coming
Rub it
back.
in. Rub it in. Why don't you?
He can jump
Uh,
on
I'm
for a little
sorry. I'm just drinking
I
the
just sent you
children.
the link, man.
Children's drink over here. You know, it's just-
children's drink.
it's.
But when you think
This is
about
a new
it,
bourbon
though,
I got for Christmas. Thank you.
well, when you think about it, the 2016 election was A New Hope. The 2020 election was The Empire Strikes Back. And now we're going
The
into
Return of the Jedi.
the Return of the
Return.
Jedi.
Did
Mhm.
And Darth Vader's fallen down the steps a few times.
Yeah. Not the Emperor. I don't know.
Well,
No,
it's the Emperor,
Obama's the
that's right.
Emperor. I'm sorry. Obama's the Emperor.
Yeah.
Well,
Palpatine.
Yeah.
Darth Vader falls down the steps and he says, "I find the abundance of steps disturbing."
Yeah.
Yeah. So he
Ah.
forced.
The
So he
problem
forced
is
Snoke's
Biden's
first
administration was the
soldier that's
robot
like,
chicken
yeah.
version of Empire
Oh, that's
Strikes
right.
Back.
The robot chicken version. Oh shit. Oh, I
There
love
you go.
that freaking
There you go.
show.
Dun
Well,
dun 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 dun.
Is that- Was that the dark side something? Was that that one?
something.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
I will say though, in all seriousness, Empire was the best of the three. I think.
I agree with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, technically it is, but I enjoy Return of the Jedi more.
That's all good.
I
It's all
enjoyed
good,
them all, but Empire was probably the better of the three.
Well, Jedi tonally wasn't like consistent all the way through. I mean, it just had some really wacky stuff in it, but it had the moments that it had were just like the best of this whole series. So,
but you know what sucks? You know what sucks the most about Return of the Jedi? They did away with Yub Nub.
Yeah, seriously.
The
Yub Nub the song is gone.
It's gone.
Right.
I know.
That's why you need physical media.
That's like what the hell happened to it? It's gone.
It's not.
And so did the actor
even
that
had it
played
on the freaking radio.
Darth
They played it
Vader.
on the radio.
You got
Yub
Hayden
Nub.
Christensen as Darth Vader's Force Ghost now. And then you got like Alec Guinness looking at it like, bitch, why don't I look like a younger version of him?
He's like, why didn't I turn into Ewan McGregor for this?
Yeah, why don't I look like you?
I like Rogue One. Rogue One was good at the very end. We saw Vader doing what Vader can do.
Vader did Vader shit.
Force choking people, throwing them across the room and stuff, and it was amazing.
Yes.
Hey, Wookie, did you send Brian the link?
Yes, I did. I did send him the link.
Very cool.
Well, the second season finale of The Mandalorian, Luke Skywalker had hit that moment. He had his hallway moment where you're like, holy shit, he's got some Vader.
He showed up and just decimated everything. It was great.
Oh, yeah. What was that? The Dark Troopers. I saw the clip. I saw the clip of that, and I was like, wow, that's good.
Yeah.
What's like the people reacting to all these Star Wars fans who have just been starved of anything good.
Star Wars theory and all that got copped some flack.
Oh, dude, I had such a freaking hard on about
I was there with Star Wars theory. I had tears rolling down my face. I was like, that's my Luke Skywalker.
Yes, exactly.
He's like, yes, we can't be having this.
Estimated everybody.
No.
Loved it.
It's like no. That's just too good. We can't have good. We just want you to
Season 3, we're going to have him, the Mandalorian, cucked out by a female, and Lizzo and Jack Black.
Oh, that's right.
No.
Well, they've got the movie coming out, don't they?
None of that shit. Kathleen Kennedy's Star Wars. Are you kidding?
They've got the film, haven't they? There's a film of the Grogu and Mando coming out, isn't there? Movie?
Oh yeah, I don't know. So Cotton says he's like, whatever, bounty hunter turned babysitter was a lame story series. It was kind of started out.
Except for that one. One episode.
Overall, I agree with you, but that one section, the last fucking episode, fucking Luke Skywalker in it, destroyed everything. Awesome.
That was the Luke Skywalker we were all expecting in the whatever that god awful movie was.
I will say this though. The events leading up to that, the scenes leading up to that with Cara Dune and all the other chicks, they were going all estrogen on everybody. That was actually pretty good there. Versus what they did in the Marvel movie.
It was the way they set it up though. When Grogu's ears go whoop, and then also you see the X-wing go by, and then you don't see the color of the lightsaber for the lip. It was like black and white. Yeah. Yes, we know, Cotton, but we enjoyed it. So screw you, dude.
Cotton, I've not seen it.
That episode was good.
I've not seen it.
That one moment, that one episode is what we're talking about. We're not talking about the whole series.
You got to see that episode. That last.
I just saw the clips.
Last scene is
was
good.
It was season 2, wasn't it? The end of season
2 finale. Yeah.
Yes. Season 2 finale. Yes.
No.
Of all
after that, Kathleen Kennedy gets rid of Cara Dune and just screws the whole
thing. After that, it was shit. Before that, it was mediocre at best.
Honestly,
that one episode was awesome.
It was at that point, I was thinking to myself, like, this Mandalorian sounds like it might be okay, and saw the clips season 2 with Boba Fett and with Luke Skywalker. I was like, oh, this is. Well,
I was telling people as soon as I saw that, I'm like, Kathleen Kennedy will not let this stand.
And then
she will not let Skywalker be the center of this. No,
I did like the scene when Boba Fett got his armor.
Yeah,
and he kicked everybody's ass.
But
that was good too.
Well, the thing what happened with the Mandalorian is Jon Favreau left in protest because they got rid of what's her name?
Gina
Carano.
Gina Carano, yeah.
Carano.
Right. Well, that's what I'm getting at. When they fired her, I was like, it's like we're taking 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. But for me, what happened, I think it was around about that time as well. There was one of the writers, novelists, I think it was Paul S. Kemp that wrote Lords of the Sith. He had something to say about fans. I'm not going to lie, the book's good. I've got the book, but at that point, that was kind of like me. You know, I was like, that's me. I'm done.
Well, it's like for one moment in time, the Star Wars fans got what they wanted, and so Lucasfilm, Lucasfilm had like a physical reaction to it. You know, they had to just utterly and completely destroy every vestige of joy that Star Wars fans gotten from it. So and so they proceeded to completely erase the season finale. And in the very next show, which was Boba Fett show, and then they erased the whole entire thing that happened in that season finale. They got rid of Gina Carano over bullshit, and they just like everything else went extremely, woke female from then on out. So,
well, that's right. Yeah. That's what I heard as well.
Sucked.
Yeah, that I haven't. Seen
Mandalorian became Bo-Katan. And the very next
even though Starbuck was pretty hot.
One thing I will say about Katie Sackhoff is that she is a good actor, and she can rather what's the word, portray like the tough female quite convincingly.
Oh
yeah.
You know what I mean? She's got that.
I'll tell you what,
Well, then give her own show. But this was like this show.
Well, everybody remembers her as Starbuck in the new Battlestar Galactica, but a lot of people seem to not remember that she played in Longmire.
Okay, yes. I haven't seen that.
And that was a good series. Yes,
she was in one of the good
in that.
She was in one of the seasons of she was in 24. She was in one of the seasons of 24 as well.
Yeah.
She played a villain in that. She was in 24.
Bingo. It all becomes May the Woke be with you. Yep, no shit.
I love it. I never thought that way. May the Woke be with you.
May the Woke be with you. Yeah.
May the Woke be with you.
No, making my favorite character from Battlestar is decidedly not fucking cool.
Hold on, Brian. There you go.
Yeah, no, you know what? I have to agree with you because at first I was pissed because I watched even Battlestar 1980. I saw that shit too. But I will tell you, I was pissed. Mm-hmm. Starbuck was a chick. Boomer was a chick. Boomer became a Cylon or was a Cylon.
Yes.
They killed Jolly off at the beginning of the freaking movie.
Starbuck became like an angel or whatever the fuck that was.
And then at the last episode, they basically said none of this ever happened.
Yeah, thank you so much. I didn't even type.
They pulled a Dallas and switched everybody. It's like the whole season was shit.
Yes, exactly.
It was a dream.
Brian, not Brian.
Hey.
All right, Brian, how you doing?
Good to have you back in on.
How's my sound, folks? Okay.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes, sounds
good. I think I've got a little delay here, folks, but Happy New Year. I hope everything's going well for you so far in 2025. For those of you who are in 2025, I know some of you.
Yes.
Guys on the side of the pond are still in 2024.
Us over here in the colonies are.
This is why we're drinking.
Yes. Well, I've got coffee.
Yeah, us in the colonies that kicked your ass are still in 2024.
Hey, they're from Scotland.
I'm Scottish. I'm Scottish. What are you talking about?
Right. Yeah, wasn't involved.
It's not from Scotland. It's crap.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody kicked your ass, so put my apologies. Yeah.
So you're getting me off on the wrong foot here, T-Bunny. After all this, I'm sitting here drinking. I have a Crual will appreciate this. I've got a bottle of Glenmorangie open Crual. That's from your neck of the woods.
Nice.
And I've also got a small glass of champagne that the missus poured for me that I'm pretending. That's all I'm doing.
I've got Magnus.
I've
got Magnus and not Brian. At a push in the cupboard, I've even got one bottle left of Murray Cup.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very nice. I thought you were going to say I've got a couple of kilograms of heroin there or something.
No.
You got some smack crew in there. You hiding out on us?
I decided to leave off the cocaine and hookers this year. Okay.
Maybe we can get Joe Biden to give you a pardon as well. Crew.
Hey, there we go.
Exactly.
He evidently is giving them away like Pez, so why not?
I know.
But can Biden?
He pardoned the 9/11 guys like yesterday. So.
Oh,
he always got yellow jackets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cotton says Dirk Benedict is a national treasure. Yes, he is.
Oh yeah,
he was Spaceman. He was Starbuck.
Well, he made a cameo in the A-Team movie at the end.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He did.
You don't touch the face, kid. Don't touch the face.
Don't touch the face, kid. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Nobody smoked a cigar like Dirk Benedict,
Oh, no shit.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Not everybody can do it. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a good example of that.
He did it in the A-Team and he did it in Battlestar Galactica. It was freaking awesome.
Yeah. I believe so. Both of those shows, yeah.
Not many people can pull that off and make it look masculine. Most of the time, it looks a little homoerotic,
Well, you know what George Carlin said: sucking on a big brown dick.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat,
Oh shit!
Are we speaking from experience here?
Racial conciliation, It's what racial conciliation. There you go.
So, not Brian. How's things?
Yes. Things are just as terrible as ever, but I'm still here, Wiki. So, yeah, that's kind of.
Glasgow is in one piece, I take it.
Just about. I'm just slightly north of Glasgow at the moment, where I currently live. So I'm just away from the blast zone.
You're not missing anything here.
That's good to know. It's good to know.
But not far enough away from
my question is, with all the shit that's going on over there, how soon can we expect a mass exodus of immigrants from the island over here?
I don't know. If you got
everybody else is coming over here.
If you got room, we can all move in.
We got room.
I would say not anytime soon because everyone is skint.
Yeah, we're all.
Yeah.
Keir Stalin is ripping us off. We've got no money.
It's amazing how you went from "you'll never take our freedom" to "there's too many white people in Scotland."
Take our, no, it's like, please take our freedom.
Take our freedom. Take our freedom.
Yeah. You can't have money for eating oil.
Take our freedom, please.
I have ancestors that came from your neck of the woods. So,
really,
many moons. Yes, many moons ago.
Whereabouts? Do you know specifically?
I don't know specifically.
Well, see, I dyed my beard red, so I'll be replaced as a black person this season. So there you go.
See, we don't have that problem over here because we're pale blue.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
At least until the end of July.
Blue. Yeah, at least.
The Smurfs are a racial category.
I guess so. It takes a week of sunbathing to turn white. So.
You don't want to be white.
You don't have to worry about you'll go over here in my area. You'll go from blue to red real quick in July.
Okay,
That's
that
a
sounds more like
That's a guarantee. Ask Count Dankula about his trip to Texas in August a few years back, and he hitchhiked.
Oh shit!
Someplace. Yeah, he got posted like a lobster.
Is it not like? Well, for me, it would be like from blue to red to disintegrated. I think.
Yes.
So.
Dankula was in Texas. How did he cover up his erection the whole time?
I don't know.
I
don't know. He talks
Look
about
at all the weaponry.
It's from a couple of years back. He actually did a video on it. Talked about it. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Dank belongs in Texas. He really does.
Dank is funny. Oh my god.
He was on with Alex Jones, wasn't he?
Yes, he did appear on Alex Jones' show.
That would have been something.
Yeah. Did they have a red face off? You know?
Red for two completely different reasons.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
So good old Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown Alliance didn't have a stream tonight then, eh?
No, it was due to go live, but there was too many people doing other things. I don't know who was in the green room. The little green room. I was supposed to be joining for a stream around about 11 o'clock because I thought the good lady would go to bed because she was slightly under the weather. But half a bottle of champagne in, she decided, I'm staying up to celebrate 2025.
She got her second wind.
And I didn't get rid of her until about 15 minutes ago, lads.
There we go. What you got there? Oh, red. Nice.
Ooh,
nice, Abby.
Red Stag.
Nice.
Jim Beam.
Jim Beam. Okay, I've never had that. Never had Jim Beam.
I've not had Jim Beam for years and years.
I've not had Jim Beam at all. I've had Jack Daniels, but not Jim Beam.
I'm a regular.
Yeah, you should watch the Try channel when those people get like they try American like beverages and they treat it like it's water or something.
Yeah, it's
Sierra is a queen though. That Sierra.
There's a drink. I'm not sure if it's from Ireland or Scotland. It's not Glenlivet. That's Irish.
That's Irish.
No. It's not Glenlivet's. That's
Glengoolie?
Ireland. It's Glen with an F. Glen
Glenfiddich.
Glenfiddich.
That stuff is liquid freaking gold.
I believe I got my father a bottle of that many moons ago when I was working in Morrison's for his birthday.
Man. I'll tell you what, I had that. And Abby can attest to this shit. That I drank a half a bottle of that and made my ex-wife look good.
So you were able to ignore the red eyes?
Wookie, nothing can make the ex-wife look good. We know this.
Ooh.
Well, that shit did for about 5 minutes.
Well, maybe it like
5 minutes.
She opened her mouth
for a few seconds, you know.
Then she'd open her mouth, and it was all bets are off.
I was a Jack Daniels drinker practically since I was about 14, and that was my main tipple of choice. That and Southern Comfort. And it's only
40 different kinds of bourbons at my house because I keep getting gifts from people.
Well, they know you're an alcoholic, Abby.
Bar now. It's like
what else are you going to get an alcoholic?
I drink them.
He nurses them like a freaking Scrooge. They're all full. None of them are empty. There's no empties.
Not a huge fan of the
I can't drink when I'm by myself. I never can. I got to have people around. So since you guys are online, I'm drinking.
Well, there you go.
Thanks to Bidenomics, I can't afford even beer.
Abby was like,
even the cheap shit.
No.
Abby was like, "Hey Wookie, I need to get pissed. Could you do a stream, please?"
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I got a new bottle.
Biden was right. He did improve the economy in Ukraine.
Yeah, in Ukraine.
Yeah, I don't think that counts.
At least for Zelensky.
Lovely Sherry in the chat. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, lovely Sherry.
Yep. Happy New Year, Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I must admit, I didn't realize there was so much drinking involved in YouTube. If I did, I would have joined years ago, lads.
Hey, not Brian.
Well, not everybody
not Brian.
drinks. Not everybody drinks.
Not Brian. You want to laugh? You want to laugh? Not Brian. The last time you were on, we were drinking.
I've never done a stream sober. I can't do stream sober. Doesn't work.
No.
I don't know though.
Yeah,
maybe not. No, I don't know. Maybe we should get pissed more of.
The first time
I don't know if that's possible.
The first stream that I ever saw Cruel on, and I think you were on there too, was on Brown's.
Oh, here we
Brian.
go.
When he accidentally put the link in the chat to the stream and the French porn site or something.
That was there.
There was myself, there was not Brian, and there was PJ Maybe.
PJ Maybe, yeah.
There was a Scottish takeover of an English channel.
It
was.
Oh my God,
takeover.
it was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Need to find that stream.
Oh, that was classic.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Yeah,
Brown was scrambling. It was funny as hell.
For weeks, he told me, he said, do you know it'd be a really good idea to like put a little StreamYard link and see you just see who turns up. First guy, French pervert.
I know. That's a good impression of.
In other words, French. He was French. Okay.
He's just your average Frenchman.
Whatever, give it away. You know?
Least perverted Frenchman.
Oh, the least perverted Frenchman. Was that Macron's wife?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Stream killer.
Dead air.
Wah, wah. But don't
talking
is that
late.
better?
Oh,
There you go.
shit.
I'll let you get back on track. You were talking about Star Wars, but when I jumped in.
What's that?
Yeah.
Never heard of
We're
it.
talking about the Mandalorian, and we got off on the stages. Bunny brought up the stages of Star Wars. In that 2016 was A New Hope when Trump was elected. 2020 was The Empire Strikes Back when Biden stole election, and 2024 is The Return of the Jedi when Trump came back. So
Hang on a minute. Are you saying that Joe Biden didn't win legitimately?
All I know is 80 million people didn't show up for the next election.
Several million people disappeared this last election.
Funny how that happens, isn't it?
I know, right? Wait.
Mass vote suppression. This one.
Parkour wars.
Parkour wars.
Horror wars.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Parkour wars.
Well, she's a beard anyway for Macron, so it is what it is.
Right.
She's got to have sex with somebody, right?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose she could.
Anyway.
That's a scary thought.
Yes, it is.
It's scary. But no, we're talking about the Mandalorian, and the best part about the whole the first two seasons was of the Mandalorian was the last episode.
Season two. Season two. Not of season three. Of season two.
Right. Yeah. No. After season 2, it was done. Stick a fork in it.
Yeah.
But,
Kathleen Kennedy's like, wait a second. This is what you've been doing. While I've been leaving you alone. Oh, we can't have this.
No.
Yeah. No. It's like, well, they kind of did it. They did two things well, and it was all fan service. And you could tell, like they did the Cara Dune and the other girls, the chicks in it. They're all, they gave them their, their moment against Thanos, but it was like better received than the bullshit in, Endgame. Big time. But then that led to Luke Skywalker showing up, which was like, I mean, one of those events that give you goosebumps, Like you were talking about T-Bunny, when the X-Wing flies by, his ears go up. You know, Grogu's ears go up. You know,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what was it? It was one of the original scripts or something for The Force Awakens, wasn't it? It was supposed to heavily focus with Luke Skywalker, and they were peed off about that. I mean, imagine that.
I'll tell you what. I mean, a lot of the Star Wars
fans. He was only in the fucking movie for 2 minutes.
Watching that movie, he was in the film 2 minutes at the end. So everybody was pissed. Everybody that went there wanted to see Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Han Solo and Chewie. Okay, they wanted to see the OG. They didn't get the OG.
What summed it up to me was when Rey fixed the Millennial Falcon. When Rey fixed the Millennial Falcon, I saw all the writing on the wall, and I'm like, okay, this is where this is going.
Millennium.
Okay. That's right. And Han was like, huh. That was his reaction. Huh.
John's long box.
Hey. All right, John.
John's long box.
Mm-hmm. Hey, welcome. What's up, John?
Happy New Year.
If you want to come on, dude.
Well, the thing I got pissed about with Return with that movie was when Han died. You always heard about this Wookiee rage. It was kind of lore, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Series. Yeah. Han dies. Chewie's best friend, family to Chewie. Yeah. And he doesn't lose his shit and start ripping arms off of stormtroopers? What the hell?
Come on. He shot someone.
He should have broke bad and just tortured.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Disney's so sanitized it just doesn't work.
Yes.
No.
No, Disney's so sanitized that they tried to promote a rock as a character.
Geode.
You mind if I bring John on?
Oh my goodness. What was that?
The Navigator Geode.
Geode, it's a rock.
Oh
God.
Send him the link,
character development.
Yeah, I mean, Disney's so fucked.
They're in a lot of trouble. They're in a lot of bother right now, with Mufasa. It's obviously Sonic is killing it at the box office at the moment.
T-Bunny's internet's
he's
kind of
time
going a bit of
It's a little bit of a glitch.
It's ooked.
Yeah.
He has been frozen in time.
He's had internet
Pour
problems.
some bourbon on it, it'll fix it.
Over there.
A great idea.
That's a good idea.
I don't know.
But no, Disney's screwed because I mean, look what they did at the parks with the Star Wars experience. They fucked the fans because it's all the new stuff.
It's my Star Wars or whatever it was, Captain Kennedy.
Vessel,
said, isn't it?
Yeah,
Disney fucked Star Wars.
Vessel. What was it?
Exactly.
What was it? He's a
vessel. Well, he'll come back.
Remember that Boba Fett ship was called?
Oh yeah, Slave One.
Well,
it's been Slave One since forever. Oh, it's got to be the ship.
The fire spray gunship it is now.
Yeah, exactly. It's Slave One.
Not to go all Billy Connolly, but I bet they were up all night thinking that one up. I'm saying I bet they were up all fucking night thinking that one out.
I love Billy Connolly.
Yeah, we miss him.
Billy Connolly's awesome.
Poor Billy is just circling the drain at the moment.
I know.
That's going to be a sad day when he passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him back in 2011, and you could see how much more frail he was back then. So
well, he's got Parkinson's, right?
You don't have. It's unfortunate because a lot of these great comedians, some of them have been like, they passed away before their time, and then there's not really anybody to replace them. And then the people that do come up are all gun shy and woke, and they're not funny and they're not groundbreaking. They don't take a chance and be edgy. You can be edgy and not be, edgy. You can be like George Carlin and point out everything that's going on and make it funny,
Yeah.
Rob Schneider is like the funniest comedian right now, and it's because he's calling all this bullshit out. He's hilarious.
Exactly.
I think I'm following.
The thing with Carlin was counterculture.
Yes.
Whatever what was, the ruling thing at the time, he was against that.
Yeah.
And that's why he always fit in with the times,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's one of the reasons his
I think-
comedy fell off when suddenly everything went Democrat. He didn't know what to do with himself.
Did you
I
see
think
that
he would
joke?
have had a field day the last 4 years.
Oh God, he'd have
Well,
gone.
I don't think he would have done any comedy the last 4 years.
No.
I think he
No,
would have
I
done like
think
the
he
rest
would've.
of them and
I think
stuck his head in the ground like a turtle. I think he
I
would have
don't
pulled Colbert or whatever.
Did you see that
I
joke?
mean, he went after
posted?
Clinton. He went after
Yeah, he
Clinton in
did.
the 90s.
He did go after Clinton.
Did you see that joke I posted the other day?
Which one?
It was like, my mother-in-law said, one day I shall dance on your grave. And I said, I hope you do. I shall be buried at sea.
Hey.
That's it was Les Dawson, yeah.
Carlin.
That was funny.
Yeah,
I had to share
exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially now with Biden, frickin' these last minute pardons of all these frickin' murderers and sycophants.
And that's just his family.
And that's just
Yes,
that's just
I know.
right.
I mean, holy shit, dude.
Totally no connection at all.
I particularly like let's pardon the people that haven't been charged with anything, just in case they get charged with something.
Right.
What is that?
Exactly.
Tell you?
What
Imagine
is this Minority Report?
Yeah.
Imagine
Why?
Biden Jr.
Yeah.
coming along and saying to that Thanksgiving dinner, and his dad agreeing to pardon him and say, "Right, what do I need to pardon you for?" He goes, "Well," just pulls out a list from
Everything.
fucking 2011.
Yeah. Well,
Fucking hell.
it's funny that they did that he did that all the way back to 2014. Why did he go back that far with the pardon for 2014? When he wasn't even president, he was vice president.
Well,
what the hell was that?
That's when the whole Burisma thing started.
Well,
Things
have
that make
you heard about Anthony Weiner's laptop?
Oh yeah,
No,
Well,
what
that
about
rings a
Anthony
bell.
Weiner's laptop?
that's sicko.
He was sending
Part of the
photographs
Well,
of his bits.
evidently there was
Years
stuff
ago.
on that laptop that made New York officers like
Rock hard.
have to have therapy.
Well,
Yeah.
And
there
it
was
was
a
Bob
rumor
and Hillary
of-
Clinton, and so there you go.
the rumor is that these people that Biden wasn't in charge. It was a committee kind of thing. The rumor is that it was Hunter giving all these pardons and signing Biden's name to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you think he just signed it
somebody
and sent
is.
it through?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but that's the rumor that's going around.
I'd imagine
So-
he did plenty of practice and forging his dad's signature.
Oh, yeah.
at
Oh, I'm
this
sure.
point.
Probably.
Yeah, I imagine so.
What I don't get is, with all this people, all of these people that are shitting themselves now with Diddy, how come he hasn't been pardoned yet?
Wow.
Imagine
Well-
that.
Where's the dirt?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Given the right circumstances, he'd be Epstein.
All right.
Oh,
Well, considering
Right.
that Diddy is in the same place as the kid from the
He
Bitcoin
was. Oh yeah, the
Bankman-Fried.
exchange
the
that
the
was
bank,
laundering money.
yeah,
Yeah.
billions. Of
I imagine
dollars.
all those cameras are going to go out at the same time.
What?
Yeah.
What
Well-
they're
I
not-
wouldn't doubt it.
Cruel, have you told these fine
Total
gentlemen
complete.
what the word Diddy means in Scotland?
No. I'll leave that to you.
Tell us, please. Inquiring minds want to know.
It's a lady's breast,
Diddy.
as in what a tremendous pair of Diddy's.
Really? I've not heard of it. Oh,
Maybe it's
no,
a
I've not heard
maybe it's a Glasgow thing, Cruel.
It could
Well,
be.
they also
could
call
be
it a diddler, right? Pedophile. What they call those diddlers?
Diddly, yes, kiddly. No, we call them
Kiddly?
fiddlers.
Mm.
Fiddlers, we call kitty fiddlers.
Oh, yeah,
Well, you
diddler,
do
yeah.
have my favorite epithet for a gay man, though, a poofter. I do like that.
That's
Well,
not-
we sometimes-
I've not had that for years.
Poofter, right?
You
Or
know,
fag.
what I call these?
You know
what I
where
call
that's
these
from,
outside-
right? You know where that's from, right?
We
It's like
we call
because the
we call-
butthole no longer has any kind of friction to make a noise when they fart. That's what poster comes from.
We used to call cigarettes fags.
Yeah.
Fags, yeah.
I've heard that a lot on.
I'm going to the shop for fags. You know.
Yeah.
And my pals,
Yep,
you know, they'd be pissed as fuck, and they'd be go, 20 Benny Hennies, Benson and Hedges, you know, Benny Hennies, please. You know, that kind of thing. Quite funny, actually. I've never seen them do that, but I can
smoke
imagine.
a fag means something entirely different in Texas.
Well, it certainly does now, but yeah.
and in San Francisco.
And in
Texas and San Francisco would be completely different too.
Yeah, San Francisco definitely would be different. Yeah.
But
it's
you know, the funny thing is,
regional. It's a regional thing.
I'd heard the cigarette slang, you know, fag, a long time ago. But then, you know, we started getting the BBC America. BBC America. So there was a lot of programs on there we were watching, and one of them was oh fuck. No, I just went. My brain just fell off my head.
Don't worry about it. It's New Year's Eve. You're allowed to your brain to.
Yeah.
See, that's the age kicking in now, Wookie. That's
it
the
was Law and Order UK. Law and Order UK.
All right,
that had Jamie Bammer in it, and it had it had Martha Jones. Oh yeah. Yeah, she was in it, and it had Peter Davidson played the main dude. I heard because Jamie Bammer played a cop and his partner, and they were going to go out and have a smoke a fag. Okay, Bunny, it's slowing down. Shit. Wait, here we go.
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
Touchdown, Boise.
Well, I was going to say as well, you know,
Ken Brackman here.
I was going to say as well, it's like the word fanny. You know, you guys call it like your arse.
Yeah,
right. But over here it represents a woman's lower extremities. Let's say.
So here's the thing.
Also, it could also mean, you know, you could say, "Oh, shut the hell up, you wee fanny," as in they're an idiot. You know,
things that you find on a parkour for 500, Alex.
I'll take Diddy for
Bunny with parkour.
Thought I'd get that in for
Bunny
you.
Bunny with parkour.
I know he did.
Last stream of the year, he goes parkour. What the hell?
Well, it might be the last stream of the year for you guys.
Parkour,
it's the first
touchdown, Boise.
31st, so not a bad time. So.
Touchdown, Boise.
Oh shit.
You know the guy.
Yeah. Boise's got like blue grass on their field. I'm sure that's natural. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's
possibly.
Not fake.
Go back to Bunny's thing. The people I hang out with, you know what they call these pedophile types?
Arseholes, dead
targets,
congressmen.
Targets. Oh, that's right. Targets. Yeah.
He's in California.
Targets.
Targets.
All right. Okay. It's like they would be very. What's the word?
It's pronounced commie.
I have to be careful.
Commie.
I have to be. I obviously have to be
city council, right? Right? Is that what they call them?
Yes. School board.
Candidates.
School board. Oh yeah, school board. That's right.
School board.
Abby, I do believe you would classify them as candidates to be introduced to your industrial hole punchers.
Well, you know.
Yes, the industrial hole punchers.
We prefer wood chippers over here. Wood chippers.
All right, yeah. Talk about going all to pieces.
Feet first.
If you guys have iPhone and Siri on your iPhone, ask it this question and see what you get. It'll be interesting. Ask Siri, where is the best place to dispose of a body?
And it will tell you?
The first answer will be a bog.
A bog.
A bog. Oh.
A toilet?
Except in England, isn't that like a
deep
toilet
well
in England? So.
That's what we call a toilet, a bog. I'm away to the bog.
There you go.
I would have thought a pig farm.
I was waiting to say brick top.
Brick top. Yes.
6 or 7 pigs. There you go.
Yeah. Take out the teeth and the bones.
I would think L.A. myself.
L.A.
Yeah. San Francisco.
Well, I mean, there's always San Francisco.
Wait, didn't they find some poor person?
I left my heart in San Francisco.
And his leg in Oakland.
I wouldn't leave anything in San Francisco.
No. You might have left your heart.
You might
have left your heart in San Francisco, but a lot of people left their shite in San Francisco. There you go.
All right.
The worst part.
When there's an app on your phone that tells you where all the freaking shit is, you have a problem.
I know, I've heard of it. It's a big brown thing. My cousin, I kid you not, my young cousin's partner is literally working out in San Francisco now.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just through his job, they've got him out there. And so, I think they like it. They went down to Idaho and did some stuff down there. Quite nice, apparently. He was over for Christmas.
I'm sure there was less crap on the sidewalk in Idaho. I'm fairly certain.
Possibly, yeah. It's quite difficult to talk to San Francisco, I believe. So,
Been there many times. No crap.
No crap.
Yeah.
No crap.
No crap.
Yeah.
San Francisco now is a far cry from the San Francisco that I remember and visited back in 1988.
Well,
right.
The thing about it is, though,
Big time
is California has always been screwed up. I mean, because you ever heard of Rodney Ocala?
No.
Okay.
No.
Serial killer that went on the dating game and won.
Dating game. That's right. The dating game killer.
Won. But his date to
Yeah.
be smelled a rat on him and said, I'm not going with this guy, and that probably saved her life. By the time he was on that show, this is how screwed how sorry their vetting process was. But by the time he went on the show, he had already was suspected in killing like 12 women or something like that.
Jesus.
By the time he went on the show.
Only
there was a show on Netflix about it.
He was like convicted for a murder of a 12-year-old girl by the time the show hit the wave, and the one of the producers of the show is like, holy shit, I know that guy, and she calls the show and she's like, get me in touch with the woman that won or the woman that went on a date with him.
God.
Because she thought literally that they had served up that girl to a serial killer and didn't even realize.
Yeah.
There was
if you watch that show, he is creepy as shit.
Oh yeah,
he's creepy.
Along the same lines, there was a serial killer in the UK, and it was looking like he was going to get away with it, because apparently one of the descriptions was of him having a bit of a beard and a long and kind of mullet type haircut, and he said, "Well, I've never had that, so it's bullshit." And one of the items that the prosecution came up with was footage of him on, Cruel will know this, a game show called Bullseye, where he had back in 1982, and he had the mullet and the beard, and they got him. That was it.
Right. The catchphrase from Bullseye was 180.
Super smashing
Classic.
That was it.
Classic.
By that time, I think he'd already murdered about 4 women or something like that. By that time,
yeah.
God.
Crazy.
Yeah, vet. You need to do better on your vetting, guys.
Well, San Francisco's had various numerous, serial Zodiac killer for one.
Zodiac.
Yeah.
But they still haven't caught.
I was waiting to say
they still haven't found.
They never caught it.
Well, there's a guy who basically thinks his dad did it, and he's got a whole lot of proof. And if it was any other state but California, they declare him closed.
Right.
We have a guy from North Carolina that basically he believes his father was D.B. Cooper, and he has it's online. That basically
the guy with
got,
the pictures of his dad walking in the door with all the black clothes on.
He can provide you with the actual parachute that he used. It was a rare parachute, kind of parachute, and his dad had one. And his dad was also convicted of trying to plane jack another plane. That's what he went to jail for.
Jeez.
Right.
And he's got all this proof, and it's the FBI, and they won't close the case.
Huh.
The FBI again.
You see,
yes,
you know
again.
see, this is why we need to get rid of the TSA. It makes things much more fun.
Did you know the DSA has never passed a security check once? They've never called any security checks.
Oh yeah,
anybody.
TSA? No.
Yeah.
But they'll harass
In all their existence, they've never passed a securody check.
Yeah.
TSA.
We know how corrupt the FBI isn't.
Oh, of course.
Oh, did you hear today?
No,
did you hear today? The people in the DEI department at the FBI says they'll quit in protest if Kash Patel is confirmed as a director. I'm all like, bye.
That's great. I think that whole department would get riffed immediately anyway. So
Harmeet Dillon has already declared that every DEI program in the government is going to end, and she is going to put a stick in every one of them.
I know it, Abby. I know exactly your reaction to that FBI thing. Powers Booth from Tombstone. Well,
it was.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Kash Patel's going to walk through the door and go, "I'm your Huckleberry."
And for like 300 comments, guys, it was like, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I rather
Absolutely.
like. Have you ever seen?
So
Have you ever seen the HBO Gotti movie with Armando Santi?
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw it once.
Yeah, I love
it was
his.
pretty good.
I love what he says to one of the FBI agents. He says, "You know what FBI means, don't you?" He's like, "What? Forever bother the Italians."
That's an actual quote from Gotti, by the way.
Was it a real one?
It
I
is.
wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about that. Yeah.
Gotti would tell them right to their face. He's like, "Let me tell you what I've been doing. You're not going to get me on that, though."
The funny thing about that movie was Armando Sante played, Gotti.
Yeah.
The guy that played Sammy the Bull was a head taller than Armando Sante. Sammy the Bull was shorter than frickin' Gotti. That's the funny thing about it.
What was William Forsythe played Sammy the Bull?
Yeah. And he's a head
Here's the
taller
funny thing about Gotti.
It's the other way around.
Here's the funny thing about Gotti.
Oh my God.
He knew he was being surveilled a lot of the times, and he knew where and who, and like Christmas and holidays and stuff like that. He sent these guys gifts to their car or to their surveillance vehicle.
Yeah. What was it? One of the places that Gotti went to where he was completely unsecured was the grave of his son. Mm-hmm. Apparently, he went there. He was always by himself.
Right.
Gentlemen, as it's now hit 3 o'clock in the morning where I am.
Oh, wow.
Unless I want to suffer some assault and battery from the wife, I better get going. And I just say it's been an absolute pleasure to be on here. I always give your show a little watch when I get the chance.
It's been a long time.
Brian, thank you so much.
It's been a long time.
Thank you so much for being in the chat. Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
It's been a pleasure, lads. Can I just finally wish whoever's in the chat or watching a Happy New Year, and a Happy New Year to the panel. All the best.
Thank you. Happy New Year to yourself, man.
Happy New Year to yourself, sir.
Thanks, folks. Take care.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Okay.
Good night.
Have a good one.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So, wait, let's see. We got another 2 hours till the East Coast, right?
That would make it like 5
10 o'clock over there, Bunny. Yeah. Are we going to last that long or not?
Well,
I don't know.
Unfortunately,
5 hours here
on the door, so I'm going to have to beg off myself.
That's right. And then you got to go to work tomorrow.
But anyway.
Yeah.
You're not going nowhere.
So Drunk Craig has already given me the
stay here. You got to stay here.
Okay. All right, Bunny. Go take care of him.
Right,
have
buddy.
a good day,
right.
Bunny. Have a happy
All right.
New Year.
Happy New Year,
We'll catch
man.
you later.
Happy New Year,
Happy
everybody.
New Year later.
Bye, everybody.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Right.
People are already shooting off fireworks over here. I can
That's
hear it.
gunfire.
Oh, there was gunfire earlier. Somebody was popping off some rounds.
Oh, they're
Quick
doing it
check.
already, man. I got the Kiko and the Man ghetto down below here on the hill. You know,
I'm living next door to Chico and the Man. What do you mean?
Oh,
I don't know.
Cruel has gone silent.
He has gone silent.
Whoa,
There we go.
you've gone plaid.
You've gone. Yes. Gone to
This is
ludicrous.
some good verbiage. Daryl, if you're listening, this is some
Yes,
good
yes.
shit, my brother.
I have 4 hours. 4 hours.
Well,
Wait,
that's B Dog.
Yes, I have 4 hours too because it's 8 o'clock here.
It's only
Damn.
7 here. I got 5.
I know you got 5. We ain't gonna make it that long.
I got smoke my pipe and be on
There you
air.
go. Got no back. I got no tobacco. I got like 4 pipes over here, and I got 0 tobacco.
I would suggest this stuff.
It's a blur on the screen. You
This,
froze.
yeah. David off.
Okay.
It's called David off.
So, Cruel. What is your? Oh, he's probably he checked out for a minute.
He's
I
doing
think.
something.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
So
he's taking a break.
there's another. I hear another firework going off. Firecracker. So I got the dog in here. She's with me. She's laying down in here
Yeah.
because
Soon as the sun went
even
down
the
here,
cats get freaked out. I'm surprised they're not clawing at the door over here trying to get in
right.
the bedroom. So anyway,
Where's the family tonight?
2025. Well, I had to work this week with the exception of tomorrow. So the family on Monday morning, the wife and kid went with the in-laws to Scottsdale to a resort and hooked up with my in-law, my sister-in-law and her husband and family. So they're there till Saturday morning.
What
right.
gives? You don't get any time off? What the hell?
I did. I had last week off.
So
But
not
they
only do
planned
you
the
not
trip-
get your quarterly bonus, you don't get the holidays off. What the hell?
I know. I got this holiday. I got tomorrow off. But anyway.
Oh, well, that's all right.
So-
At least you-
Well, I was going to say, Cruel, what is your plans for 2025? You have anything cooking in your brain you're going to try to do, or just try to survive getting stabbed?
You know, if we somehow
Not getting
survive,
a machete attack.
if we somehow survive, let me think now. What am I going to do? Well, I can't remember. I think I said maybe before we came on live, not today. Yeah. At some point, I'm pretty sure I said before we were live in previous shows, you know, I'm going to need to get a new car. So that's on the agenda for, well, this year, because it is now this year. It's now 2025. So
That's right. You're in 2025. You're in the future.
we're in 2025 now. So it's pretty much, I've got from now till August to get a new car, because my MOT is in August. So the car I've got will not pass another MOT. So it's a case of the mission is to get a new car as soon as possible. Maybe get one hopefully soon during the January sales.
Tell
see.
us what the MOT is.
It's
Is it
it's a check that the car goes through every year to see if it's roadworthy. Don't ask me what it stands for. I couldn't tell you what the abbreviation means, but
okay.
But it'll go through a check every year and a service to make sure it's roadworthy. They did the hammer test on the bottom of the car. There's a lot of rust on the bottom of the car, and there was no holes or anything like that. So
that's good.
That would have been an instant fail if there had been holes in the bottom of the car.
Yeah, rust.
So is this some kind of a new test to implement, or has it been going on for several years?
For us, it's been going on for ages. I couldn't say how long, but
Yeah, so it's not just an emissions test; it's actually a structural test, and
they do,
like you said, the rust and stuff.
Well, it probably has because they're on an island and there's a lot of salt air there.
That's the thing. There is a lot of salt.
Salt is not good on steel.
No, salt is not good on it's not. It just kills cars here.
Yeah.
And
you don't want to be driving down the road and have your seat fall through the floorboard. It's rusted. That would not be
absolutely not.
Be doing a Fred Flintstone.
Yes.
But that's kind of like that's the closest equivalent to something being the most immediate that's going to get done.
That's important. That's a very important thing too. So,
yeah. I don't really fancy humping the shopping all the way up the road in a rucksack. So yeah.
So I hear you. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, because you're living in a salty environment because you're close to the ocean and everything. And
we're on the coast here in Peterhead,
the rust just eats the metal, and salt feeds it. So it
just goes through.
It sucks.
My car, like I was saying, the garage and the mechanic was saying it's a bit rusted underneath. Now we had a painter in October, I think it was. He did some of the outside fixings and stuff. And his partner apparently has the same kind of car as me. And apparently it's the same issue. It's the same issue with a lot of the rust underneath. So it's maybe not necessarily just the fact that it's salty. It might be the car. The car might be prone to it. I don't know. She's the same kind of car.
They could have used low-grade steel too.
Could be. It's a Suzuki, so I don't know.
Suzuki. There you go.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
it's also about 15 years old. So
yeah, there you go. Yeah,
it's old.
You'll like this. So I worked for a large pharmaceutical, and the headquarters were on the coast there, down in San Diego. So I'm farther inland, but people are driving a lot of electric vehicles, Teslas and stuff mainly.
Okay.
So when we had a lot of rain this last year, and there's a lot of salt because we're like not even a mile from the coastline,
right
where we work. A lot of the batteries were starting to leak.
Ooh, not good.
No.
Little white stuff under the concrete in the parking lot.
Right.
No, not good.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, the word is that some of these batteries are more expensive than the damn cars.
Yes, they are.
They are.
Yeah,
and they only go about 100,000 miles.
And then you got to, depending on the model and the type of battery you need, it doesn't matter if it's a Tesla or something else. The batteries are like minimum $20,000 to replace.
Right.
And if you don't replace them, do not cover them.
Yes, exactly. So there's
my
that.
My pal was saying that the thing is with these electric cars is you don't see any used electric cars for sale because dealerships will not take them. They just won't.
No.
Well, yeah, it's because the frame becomes so cheap, but the batteries are so expensive. And if the battery has a short lifespan, it's the battery technology is not there where it needs to be. No, and the materials used in the batteries are so expensive. I mean, it's just, and then they're not just expensive, they're volatile and toxic on top of that. So the technology for quote unquote electric cars is just not where it needs to be.
No,
to have something to replace combustion engines.
No,
it's just not there.
Not only that, we don't have the infrastructure in place at all.
Oh no. But the thing is, though, here's the thing: the lithium that is used in these batteries is not an extremely abundant item.
No,
that's why it's so expensive. It's expensive to mine. It's deadly to mine because you can die. So there's that. And then we've all seen the videos of these freaking vehicles that their battery with those lithium batteries explode and turn into a bus-sized blowtorch.
Right. Yeah.
That can't be extinguished.
When they had the hurricanes last year in Florida, all those people had electric cars. The damn things were burning up. The fire department couldn't put them out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
they tried the foam. They tried all of it. It wouldn't go. It had to let it burn to the ground.
Yeah.
There was an electric bus down in London a few months ago went up.
Yeah. I saw something. Yeah, I saw some bus. I thought it was in England. The thing was nuts. It was just incredible. Yeah. Seen a video of a guy at a car wash. And I don't think it was even his car. And he was in the next stall, and the freaking battery exploded. This is all caught on the security camera, CCTV.
Right.
Exploded. A part of the car ricocheted off the building and hit this guy and knocked him completely the fuck out. And it was nuts. I mean, but
he's
the
lucky.
thing exploded,
No, that's the thing. I mean, and of course, you've probably seen it, but I can't remember if it was Salty Cracker had did a video the other day. All the lefties were going absolutely nuts because people have got Teslas, and now they don't like Elon Musk because he's backing Trump. Yeah. We can't guarantee we can't guarantee the safety of your lovely Tesla. It might get vandalized.
That's the funniest thing. I was down at my parents' house at Christmas time. The neighbors next door. I grew up down there. I know both the neighbors and the neighbor. I went to school with the daughter, and the oldest daughter was a couple years ahead of me. So the oldest daughter was there with her family, and they drive a Tesla.
Okay.
But they're very ultra liberal. And there's the sticker on the Tesla. There was a sticker on there, and it says, oust Elon. And I thought, and you're driving a Tesla. And
yeah. Right. Yeah.
What does that message send?
Elon is Tesla.
I don't know. Well, speaking of Elon, this recent
being President Elon.
The current kerfuffle now with Elon and the H-1B visas.
Okay, what's this about then?
There's some bullshit that started last weekend, over the weekend or Friday or something like that, where Elon, I don't know who started it, but it was the issue was the H-1B visas for, foreign workers to come over here.
Okay.
And these are special visas that they get because they quote unquote have a special talent, like they're, engineers or computer wizards or something like that, right?
Rocket scientists.
And
they have a skill. They have a skill or a trait or something. Yeah,
yes.
Right.
And so the bulk of these individuals, though, are from India.
Okay.
Okay. So the kerfuffle started. Elon was kind of supporting the H-1B visa people. Well, that makes sense because when he moved his factory to Texas,
right,
and he apparently hired a bunch of Texans over there, Americans, to work in the factories, he ended up, he also applied for and was granted H-1B visas for foreign workers to come in at the tune of a little over 2,000 of these visas.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he got the approval from the government for the visas, he fired all the people he hired. all the Texas people.
Oh, wow.
Just
really?
about as many of them that he fired, he had visas for and brought all these people in. So the argument is, does that scream America first? Because if you, it doesn't matter what country, just you're nationalist first versus foreign first. So if he's quote unquote America first, like Trump and Trump's America first agenda, then doing that, something like that in that largest scale, could not be perceived as being America first.
No,
because you're firing Americans to replace them with foreigners with special visas that work cheaper.
No, I was waiting to say. I take that laugh back. No, that's like promoting cheap foreign workers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, I hear you, brother. I hear you. I've met a lot of redneck Mexicans. I'll tell you what.
Yes.
Redneck is not a racial thing. Redneck is a lifestyle thing. And there's black rednecks,
it's
white
a culture.
Rednecks, Mexican rednecks, and So no, I agree. Yeah, Mexicans rather than the Indians. Yep.
Well, we are kind of related to a Mexican redneck.
Okay.
Which one?
He's my nephew that lives in Idaho. Jay.
Oh, okay. Well, hey. There we go.
Well, there you go.
He's about as redneck as you can get, but he's Mexican.
But he's Mexican. There we go.
He's Mexican.
Dude, I tell you what, I see him all the time. It's like what Jeff Foxworthy called it. It's an absence of sophistication. And that's pretty much the bottom line how it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
is it?
It's not anything. It's not racial or racist.
Some have it more than others.
It's just, you know what? People can adapt and overcome to whatever the situation is and be satisfied with what they have done. I mean, it's not like they got an engine block hanging from a tree in their front yard and a 52 Chevy hidden by 6 feet of freaking grass. You see that?
It's called art.
Talk about public
No,
no, I didn't. I missed it. I didn't see that.
No idea.
I didn't see that.
No idea. I haven't seen it.
No, but I mean, I have in my travels through up and down Southern California and parts of Arizona. Redneck is not complete. It's not. It's an absence of sophistication. It's not white. No, by far it's not white. Not even close. Holy shit.
So are you saying that rednecks are daft?
No.
No.
It's just an absence of sophistication.
None.
I've met rednecks that are smarter than some. I have met rednecks who are smarter, more intelligent than these self-proclaimed geniuses that get these 4 and 6 year degrees.
Okay, since you just mentioned education, I've got to do it.
Boom!
There's
boom. If you hear in the background, they're not firing on us yet.
I've got to try and do it.
25 miles away from the border. So.
I've got to try and do it here. It's just like this was a quote, and I love it.
Yes.
Do we have the most educated people in the history of the world? Yes or no?
I am not.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Right. Do we have access to more information than anyone in the history of the world?
I would say yes.
Yes.
Because of the internet.
Next part of it is, are people stupid?
Yes.
Yes. That was actually a Christian pastor was saying that. Obviously, it's about religion, but I think it applies. I think it applies broadly.
I bet.
I love it. I love it.
I think another caveat, Cruel.
Yes.
that do we have the smartest people in the world now? Answer is yes.
Well, I suppose.
Do we have do those people have common sense? No.
No, absolutely not. That's
no, they don't, because they're book smart. You know, they don't know how to take what they've learned and put it into a practical saying.
Okay, so here's something I'm kind of bummed. I'm actually kind of a little miffed at my wife for taking
abandoning you, leaving you.
No. I'm kind of miffed at my wife about a situation.
Going to a resort without you.
Well, yes, but anyway, several years ago we acquired a bunch of books. Okay. And I'm a big book guy. I like the books. Okay, I've got books on all kinds of stuff. I've had a hell of a lot more books, but we've had to thin it down just for practicality's sake because, I live in a fucking tube in the desert and it's hot as a fuck out here in half the year. So books don't do well if you have to put them in storage. Anyway, so we thinned out some books, but there was a couple of books I wanted to keep. One of those books was a mathematics textbook from the 1950s. Still had the school stamp in it and everything. Okay. So, but it was a textbook. So I found this in a charity shop or someplace like that. So I bought it. I wanted to see what it was about, right? Because times change and the language changes. And so I opened this book up and I started reading it. There's no pictures. It's all words. Maybe a few illustrations, but it's all word. It's a math freaking book from the 50s telling you how to solve specific types of problems. Equations and all this shit in words, not graphs, not pictures, in words.
Right.
And some of these fucking words I have never even heard before, let alone read. And the other words were like shit that I only heard when I was a little kid in the 70s. So, I wish I had that damn book, because what it does is it shows you what was the intelligence level at that time in the 1950s when this author of this book laid out these textbooks in this manner. Now we have, you got to have a picture. You got to have someone telling you about
Common
it.
Core.
You can't read it. You can't, you don't have, it's almost like, I think people have talked about this before. The internet basically gives you the information without you making the effort to earn the understanding of that information. That's the thing.
Like you're speaking of Wookie, my dad has some of them. Lots of them.
I know he does. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. Yes, he does. I'm sure he does.
I made the mistake of grabbing one time and looking at it going like, oh crap.
It's funny. It's funny you should say that about the internet and stuff like that. Is before I got my last job.
Really?
Before I got my last security job, I was doing a computer course called an ECDL, Electronic Computer Driving Course, and all of that was done electronically. The lessons, the text and stuff was all done electronically. And I'm going like this because, I'm used to, previous courses that I've done all had the textbooks. You know what I mean? The textbooks. Yeah. You can read it and you do it in the computer. And that really threw me off. And apparently, I can't remember where I saw this or read this, but the human mind, I do believe, does take in information a lot easier and processes it a lot easier through text rather than on screen or in digital form.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with the digital form. It's just what happens. It's hard for me to explain, but basically, it's like what B-Dog posted here, the dumbing down of the people. Limbaugh, when he was alive, he used to call it the dumbing down of America,
right?
Where they tried to tear things down to the most simplest form.
Yeah,
and sometimes that's not the best way. It's Cotton says here that just
her
Ghislaine Maxwell's father is responsible for every single textbook we read in school.
Right.
That's an interesting piece of information that I did not know.
Never knew that.
He owned a school textbook depository.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the information that we get online may not necessarily be bad information, but then may not necessarily be the greatest information. The problem is you have these books. You have books that have information in them, like this book I was telling you about, where everything was told. It was words. It was not like illustrations and all these pictures and shit like this. And it didn't have a lot of simple words. It had words, like I said, words that meant something. They were specific to what you're doing, and
very, very technical phrases.
Exactly.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
This was a math book in the 1950s, United States, and if I'm not mistaken, it was junior high, not high school. It was middle school, junior high, whatever you want to call it. It was pre-high school, and I'm like, what the hell?
The thing is, back then, even in the 60s, back to the 50s and the 40s and stuff like that, the students were held accountable for what they did in school.
Yes.
For one.
Right.
Yes, they were held accountable. Big time.
But also, there wasn't this big push to get the students to learn a specific, you had to be on chapter so-and-so by this date.
Okay.
You had to learn the fundamentals. You had to learn them forwards and backwards. You had to have a basis.
Yeah, you had to build the base. Yeah, you had to have the
basis to move on.
Yeah.
If you didn't have that, you didn't move on.
Things were produced. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember a pal of mine said this to me. This is a while ago now, but he says one thing that really hurt education was when they increased the sizes of classrooms.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So people that were struggling and falling behind didn't get the attention that they needed.
Same thing here.
Yeah.
And the thing is now, my son just graduated high school last year. You know what their emphasis was in the 4 years he was in high school? It was, he's got to go to college. He's got to go to college. He's got to qualify for this to go to college.
They're
he's got to
pushing
take this class to
college.
go to college. Well, okay, not every kid's going to go to college. Some are going to go to a trade school. Some of them need to learn a vocation. Why can't they do that here in school? Back when they started phasing that stuff out when me and Wookie were in school.
Yeah, I know. We had ROP program I was in. It was regional occupational program, and that was when my senior year in high school. I took those like the last two classes. It was like one big class. It was 2 hours long, but you had typing, you had computers. I mean, I got to work on an Apple IIe, which is basically a glorified typewriter with a screen on it.
Oh, wow! What would you call that? What would you call that?
'80s.
Like one of those early word processors.
It pretty much was just it used a big 5-inch floppy disk, and you stuck it.
Yeah.
We had an Epson printer that was a dot matrix that sounded like a machine gun going on.
Dot matrix,
It's like working on spreadsheets and shit.
Well, they had like wood shop, electronic shop, metal shop, general shop,
wood shop,
auto tech.
They had home.
They were phasing that stuff out when we were in school.
Home ec. Yeah, they had home economics.
Home ec,
which was a good one to have.
We did home economics.
You also going to take a personal finance class.
Yeah, okay. But they used to have. Half the guys in my freaking class were either in wood shop or auto shop. Then there was ag. You had ag class for just 3/4 of the freaking school I was at. All their parents were farmers. So it's like they're farmers or migrant workers or whatever. They all took ag classes. And they were all part of either part of the FFA, Future Farmers of America, or 4-H, or some kids were both. It was like what? And they had the ag class. So but yeah, it's just like, actually, it's funny. There's a classmate of mine. I think he's in Northern California, and he has his own farm, which is part of his family's farm that was down here. But I think he opened up a division up there of his family's farm, and he's been running it. Yeah, him and his wife and all their kids, and you know, he's rather successful. So,
right.
But yeah, vocation, you know, and it's like for me, it's, if I had to do it over again, I probably wouldn't have gone to. I went to junior college, and I didn't even get to get my diploma, you know, because I mean, hey, we were drinking in the parking lot and skipping class, so yeah.
Well, you know what?
Well, that place was a glorified high school.
Yes. IVC was a glorified house, Taco Tech, baby.
You know, I was going to say, since you mentioned all this kind of, since we're talking about like the education and stuff like that, it's just, I have literally used about nothing I learned from school in my life.
I'll tell you what.
You know what I mean? It's one of them things.
The only thing that I have used recently, I mean, when I was basically, is being able to type. I have found that the skill that I learned.
I can type.
Big old frickin', you know, brother frickin' typewriter with the ball on it going, you know, as you're typing. But typing, learning how to type. Actually, I think me personally, being on the computer, having to do things.
Semicolon LK. I remember that.
Exactly. Right. That was one thing that I do appreciate, having that skill. But yeah, like you're right. It's a vast majority of the things, you know, what the fuck was it for?
One of my friends, she has 2 kids. One of them will be 16 this summer. The other one's 21, and that's what she said years ago. She was like, they don't really teach kids, you know, the value of money and bills and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no practical knowledge taught in schools now.
I'll tell you what, this is funny, because when I got out of school, and the ultimate reason why I quit junior college was that I got a job. I got a job in the golf industry.
Oh, that's it.
The one thing that at that time where I was working, we had a cash register, but you had to learn how to count cash, because it did not tell you what the change was going to be, and any of the other shit.
Right.
You know, you had to learn how to count the money, you know, and so that was a lesson of hands-on like that. Was more education than sitting in an algebra class.
Oof.
Right. Ever fucking got me.
It was real world, you know.
And here's the funny thing, that going back to that, as far as handling cash, I actually had a conversation with the manager of one of the locations that I service once a month for what I do. We've become fairly good acquainted. And he was telling me that he hired a girl cashier or somebody to work there. And they weren't like right out of high school. So they were in their early 20s. She could not count cash. She did not know how to fucking give change.
Right.
Ian, these are fucking computer registers which tell you how much change is supposed to give back, right? You put in the amount, and it tells you change back is, you know, X. She couldn't count the change.
Okay.
You know, nickels, dimes, and quarters, right? So nickels are 5 cents, dimes 10 cents, quarters 25 cents, and then there's pennies, 1 cent. Mm-hmm. She couldn't frickin' function doing it. She couldn't do it.
No.
And he's like, "What the hell is happening to these kids? These people coming out of schools,
right?
You know, some of these people that go to frickin' junior college or whatever, they can't count cash.
No,
they can't fathom it.
I'll admit, I've got my hands up. I've got my hands up here. Maths is my kryptonite. I would.
I agree with you. Yes.
Yeah.
But not when it comes to money. Fuck money, money. Fuck algebra.
You see, I can
addition and subtraction. That's what it is.
I can spend money. I can spend money easy. You know?
I can spend money easily too.
Yeah.
A shitload of it real quick on stupid shit.
Well, exactly. No, but
got a whole garage full of stupid shit.
Maths has always been my kryptonite. But when you look at if you were to look at my report cards from secondary school or Peterhead Academy, I always did better on the practical side of things rather than the theoretical side of things.
Right.
For some reason, you know, I always did a bit better. My grades were average for whatever that's worth, you know.
Boom.
Yeah, it was. Math was not my strong suit.
No.
Ever.
Yeah.
No.
My brother, Abby's father, is a freaking. What's he have a? How many master's degrees and how many different mathematics?
He's got an advanced math degree from San Diego State, and he's got a master's degree in administration from the same school.
Yeah.
In other words,
he taught advanced math at the high school there where he was at for almost 20 years. He set up their advanced math program. They didn't have one before he showed up. He set that up. So he taught like algebra, advanced algebra, calculus,
all of that
trigonometry, geometry, and all that stuff. And I'm looking at it going like, huh?
Well, you know what? It does.
If they put the alphabet in the math, I was done.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because according to today's standards, maths is racist. So we don't have to worry
about it. Racist. It's racist.
It is now.
It's racist. Holy shit.
No, but what they need to do, especially here in the States, they need to get rid of the Federal Department of Education. It does nothing.
Oh, they're going to do that.
It does
They're going to do that. It's going to go bye-bye.
It should go back to the states.
You think Trumpy will do something about
that? He ran on that, so hopefully.
He ran on that. I think his plan to do that, because, hey, look, we didn't have a Federal Department of Education until the last few years of Jimmy Carter's administration, and he was gone in 1980.
All right.
So this didn't come into play till like 78, whatever. Okay, 78, 79. Department of Education, federal. The only ones that benefited from that. Yeah, our scores went to the shit, and the federal funding for all this crap went to the unions.
Okay.
It's a boondoggle.
Administration.
Who was it that just died? There was a former president just died, didn't he?
Yeah, Jimmy Carter.
Yep, Jimmy
Carter.
Yeah.
The oldest.
100 years old.
100 years old.
Oh, what? Well, there you go.
But yeah. Oh yeah. But I think Trump. I think if his nominees for these departments can get in,
right,
you know, that's going to be the important part. The fuckery that's going to be happening in the new Congress, in the Senate especially, because that's where these people are approved in the Senate as nominees. There's going to be some fuckery from the Rhino Republicans, the never Trumper Republicans, and unfortunately, and it's kind of like double-edged sword. It's fortunate that it came out, but it's unfortunate that there's so many. But it was exposed. He'd expose these people.
Yes.
All these fucking Rhino motherfuckers were exposed, okay, as being, Republicans in name only. And
exactly.
being in lockstep with his nominees versus if it was a Democrat and the Democrats being in lockstep with their nominees. That's the one thing about the United States. The Liberal Party, which is the Democrats, are one big freaking solid team. They can be assholes, morons, but they're all together. And it comes
when they circle the wagons like I'm not the scene before.
They circle the fucking wagons when the shit hits the fan. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Republicans, on the other hand, there's some that are like that, but the rhino motherfuckers, they're the ones that are Republican in name only.
Yeah.
And that's where the fuckery comes from.
We've had a problem over here in the United Kingdom with some of the right-leaning people kind of splintering.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if it was Paz or if it was Gobby or maybe both. Had basically said that the reason for this is because the right kind of people are a bit more critically thinking, which allows for the butting of heads.
Well,
unfortunately,
yeah, I can see that.
Whereas the left here, as it is with the United States, no doubt, are solid. You know, they're relatively solid.
The thing is with the rhinos, and it doesn't matter. Any career politician.
Oh yeah.
Any career politician. I don't care if it's your favorite or your least favorite. They're all part of the same club.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Somebody's got their hand in this person's back pocket, meaning They're shoving money in their back pocket. They're bought and paid for. Very few of them, very few, are actually independent-minded.
Nah.
The others are bought and paid for puppets.
Well, the other problem with the right, you have these, these conservatives, and they are that to a T. There is no compromise. They see everything black or white,
right?
And they don't. It's either this way or that way, or we're not going for it.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't. There's no compromise in it. They don't want to, not necessarily play the game, but they don't want to negotiate.
Okay.
And that's the problem that Trump has with a lot of these freaking Republicans as well, because you have these, I'm going to say, neocons that don't want to, kind of, let's talk about this kind of thing.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, there's no discussion.
No.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That is why Trump fucking won in a landslide. He won the popular vote big time. He had people out there doing grassroots work, talking to people, canvassing neighborhoods, getting people out to vote for Trump and for people down ballot.
Oh,
so
the problem that guy in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, we need like 100 of that motherfucker. We need like as many as we can get of that guy. What I'm saying is they're fucking the Republicans or the conservatives are like it's like there's cliques. There's little cliques in the parties.
Oh yeah.
And if you're not in the right clique, then you're not welcome here. Type of deal.
No. When it comes to people voting for Donald Trump, it's exactly the same as people who voted for reform over here and Nigel Farage over here. It's exactly the same thing. It's not that the whole people are racist or sexist or phobic in any way. It's out of desperation because things have swung so far to the left. It's gone off the rails, off the reservation. So that they are swinging hard right in an act of desperation to get to at least in the middle. Again, somewhere in the middle. But obviously, we don't want to go in too far right because that means we're fucked as well. So
exactly.
So we need to be somewhere here. So
the thing is, it's like what's going on over there with Starmer and all this other people. They talk about democracy and freedom, yet it's like it's only words. They turn around and they fucking send the Gestapo after you because you posted something about you didn't like the Palestinian flag flying in the square or some shit.
It's selective.
It's
selective.
It's massively selective.
Massively
because
selective.
it's anybody who has wrong think versus the government narrative. You're not doing what we're telling you to do. So guess what? You know, you're gonna get a knock at the door.
I'll see it.
Hey, Wookie, I have one question.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What's a Happy New Year's Steam? What is a Happy New Year's Steam?
Steam?
Yes.
That's what Art Bourbon.
Well, see, well, you know, it's true what they say about Wookiees. They need to spell better.
Yes, Happy New Year's Steam.
Right.
It's Steam. Steam.
Well, that's it. But you know, I'll say
I was in a hurry when I typed that, so
yeah. I would say
typing skill, eh?
ASDF, LTK, yeah. Okay. Gone.
Well, fuck. I got a sticky keyboard.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, that got weird.
That got weird real fast. No, holy shit. Thanks for derailing the conversation there, Abby.
Too much information.
The new Happy New Year Steam. Yes.
Happy
New Year Steam.
Pile of dog shit.
What time of day is it there with you now?
Oh, it's
about 12 to 8.
I'm an hour ahead of him.
So you've still got a wee bit to go then.
9. Yeah, well, we're gonna celebrate when the East Coast. So in another 2 hours, the East Coast will hit midnight, and then we're done.
No,
I don't know who they're celebrating, but there's fireworks going off all over the place around here.
I've heard fireworks, gunfire. I've heard it all right now.
Yep, exactly. Like, what the hell?
I mean, did they realize those bullets do come back down?
Gravity is a thing.
I just hope somebody over here near the dumpsters had closed them, because several years ago, some fireworks landed in the dumpster and we had a dumpster fire.
Oh,
because someone didn't close the top of the dumpster.
Well, that's it.
Shit.
That's it. Shit, man.
Shit. Well, yeah, it's like you were talking, Cruel, about reform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And reform and Farage and all this stuff like that about, they pushed hard, they got some seats, and then the next thing you know, there's some controversy, there's some shenanigans going on with reform. People criticizing one another and blah 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 and all that shit.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, Richard.
LDG, Happy New Year,
Happy New Year,
LPG.
Happy New Year, sir.
Going. So, yeah, I mean,
no,
it's
that's the thing.
But that happens,
That was the thing. It was like Richard Tice was putting his foot in his mouth a few times, talking, and even Nigel Farage to a point as well. Kind of alienating, like Tommy Robinson and his supporters. Because,
I've heard about that.
All of that stuff. And obviously, the sad truth of the matter is, there's a lot of Tommy supporters voted for reform. And even Tommy, I do believe
he did promote.
Yeah,
reform.
Even from his prison cell, he was promoting reform. Perhaps not necessarily from a personal choice, but rather it's the best kind of candidates at this point in time.
And the lesser of all the evils. The lesser of the evils.
Right. Well, as many have pointed out, and as you're no doubt aware, there you go. As you're no doubt aware as well, is like the Labour Party and the Tory Party became pretty much the uniparty over the last few years. So two cheeks of the same arsehole kind of thing. So
yes.
Well,
same here. That's pretty much what the rhinos are here, Rhino Republicans.
Yeah.
They're basically Democrats, and that's where they form the Uniparty because they're all, even the ones that aren't rhinos, just they use the concept of go along to get along.
Exactly. Right.
And when push comes to shove, a politician is going to go the way of the lobbyists' money in his back pocket versus the good of the people.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, how many times have we said on here that it's all business, it's all money now? Politics isn't about politics; it's all money.
Why do you think these politicians are allowed to trade on a stock exchange, knowing what they know and making policies to benefit them and their stocks?
Oh,
right.
Hold on a second.
Right, we can speak about him now. He's away.
Yes, we'll talk about him
now. No, we've spoken about this before. Politics is a business now, in my opinion. It's a business.
It is,
and we've discussed the Freemasons and cryptisms, conspiracies, and things like that. We can do away with that. If you want to look at it from a very logical perspective, the world runs on big business. Big business has its claws in politics and in government and all of that kind of stuff. Take your pick.
Exactly.
Chalk it up any way you want. There's deals, there's tax breaks. They fund political campaigns, etc., and so forth.
Oh shit!
And this all pretty much came to light during the pandemic. You saw pharmaceutical companies dictating to the governments what they could and couldn't do.
Right. And of course, since you mention it, you've got this new bird flu going about now, and they're going to try and put the masks and the jibby jabbies.
Oh yeah, they're going to try to do that bullshit again.
Yeah, they're trying to force.
They're going to try to force it. And people aren't going to go for the bullshit.
No,
they're not going to go for the bullshit. And it is bullshit.
What was it? I think it was Salty Cracker did a video on that the same expert is trying to push the same crap again, and she was found out to be wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact, and the fact that the bird flu has been around for a long, long time, and never been a fucking issue for a pandemic and blah blah.
That was the Dave Smith podcast. He brought that out.
Yeah, and these vaccines, all the vaccines now, all the new vaccines, doesn't matter what it is, flu, polio, whatever. They're all jamming mRNA bullshit in these things.
Exactly.
We all know what that's fucking done to people. It's killed people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
well, that's the thing. That is the thing. To a degree, obviously, we can speak about that now. Beforehand, it was a bit taboo.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But there's more. Yeah. There's more evidence. There's more evidence out there of people seemingly of good health having events, sometimes fatal.
Yeah. Heart attacks. A lot of heart attacks in young people.
Right. Football players.
Never had any kind of. I'm talking young people.
Athletes dropping dead 30. In the field of play.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like all those footballers over there in Europe, just on the pitch.
Fittest people on the planet.
Yeah. Yes, I can't remember if it was. I can't remember if it was Robert Malone, the guy who invented the MRRA. He had spoken. I think it was him. I can't remember, but he had spoken about this. The statistics of these people having these kind of health events.
Yes.
Under normal circumstances, is pretty much nil.
It's like this. Yeah.
It's pretty much nil.
That, not just that, but also, so they'll have like a negative event outcome.
Yeah.
Heart attack. Or you have those people who within 6 months or a year, they're having turbo cancer of all kinds.
Yeah, that's right.
Just all of a sudden, I mean, people who have not had any issues at all, all of a sudden come down with turbo cancer or some shit. If it's you know, and I know there's treatments out there for that. There's a lot of treatments. There's there's a lot of the drugs that were demonized back at the beginning of the pandemic that were proven to be effective and safe because there was no negative outcome.
So all the hydrochloroquine and ivermectin and all that.
And Finben and stuff like that. I mean, they people have been using those that never had an issue prior to the pandemic for other things, and now you have people trying to push a new pandemic,
another one,
bird flu, and they're talking about. I saw some blurb about it supposedly being possibly transmitted to cows now or some shit.
The swine flu is going to come in again.
So the only way that shit happens is through a controlled mutation.
Right.
That means a lab.
No.
Humans have to be engineering this shit.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I'll go back to what we were talking to earlier in the thing here with George Carlin. He said before, we're too sanitized as a society now.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't like getting dirty anymore. We don't go out and play in the dirt and build up our immune systems and stuff like that. You know, they're so weakened now because anything could wipe us out anymore. Because you know, you get sick, take a pill for that. You get take a pill for this, take a pill for that. Take this antibiotic. You know, don't let your immune system try to fight it off. Take an antibiotic. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same. It's the same shit with mental illness. Here you go, have a pill.
Yeah.
Here you go. Rather than treatments and that kind of thing.
Well,
treatments
it's
and
like
therapy.
We had mental hospitals when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They're not around anymore. They closed them all up because they're run by the federal government. What do we have now? We have rampant homelessness from people who have mental
issues.
And
there's some sort of
and are on the street.
They need help. That they don't need drugs. They need help. And
they don't need
therapy.
They don't need a low cost home. They need help.
Yeah.
They need to get off the street and into a hospital.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I can't remember who it was. I saw a video not that long ago, and someone said, you know, people wouldn't begrudge paying taxes that much if the tax money was going into initiatives that helped, you know, services that helped.
You saw where your dollars were going.
Yes, even if there was, when there was tax increases, if the money was going into health, into caring, and nursing, into rehabilitation
things
for
like that is
people,
beneficial to the general public.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
That's the thing. Not taxation so you can send boatloads of freaking money to Ukraine.
Exactly.
Or Iran.
You said it, not me.
It's like, what the hell is that about? I mean, dude.
Well, what was it? That the government over here was going to send a shit ton of money to Syrian refugees or something.
Yeah.
And over, I don't know if you saw it, but over in Germany there was a mass stabbing by a Syrian. I think it was just. Well, technically it would be.
They're gonna round them up and ship them over.
What about the guy who ran his car through a Christmas village in Germany recently?
Yeah. Oh, he was Saudi.
There was one.
He was Saudi.
He was Saudi.
Was that in Germany?
It was in Germany.
Yes, Germany.
Okay.
Yep.
It was Germany.
Yep.
Again, Germany. Yeah, that's right. There was a guy went nuts in his car, and what was it? Was he killed 4 people, injured 7, something like that?
A bunch of people.
Yeah. That's right. And he was a Saudi, was he? Okay.
Yeah, I believe
I heard about it.
They identified him as a Saudi.
And of course, this is the new rule of thumb, especially over here, is the police have come to a point now where they've been very quick to say it's a non-terror event.
Yeah.
In other words, it's a terror event, because usually it comes out a few weeks later or a couple of months later. Again, it's getting back to that ridiculous thing. The difference between a conspiracy and fact. A few months.
6 months.
6
months.
It's the same kind of like situation again. It's not a terror event. Okay, that means it was.
Yeah, exactly. It's just getting crazy. But I think with the incoming administration, as I said before, if President Trump is able to get his cabinet picks who he wants in, you're going to see a lot of things happening very quickly. And there's a lot of things that can be done that are constitutional that Trump can do without having his cabinet picks go through the Senate bullshit 3-ring circus. At least they'll kind of delay it so that he can get things off the ground. And the President of the United States has the authority in the Constitution to force a recess of Congress. Mm-hmm. And when the recess is in, then he can appoint who he wants to his cabinet positions. And he'll basically have about a year, maybe a little longer, to get them through. But they'll still be what they call acting, or whatever. But he gets his program started. He gets his things going quickly. Because, like I said before, there's going to be a lot of fuckery and shenanigans in the United States Senate. And it's not all going to come from the fucking other party.
No.
It's going to come from his own party. From these turncoat pieces of shit, never Trumpers. And that was exposed. Now we know who the fuckers are. We know who these guys are, guys and gals. And some of them are the usual suspects. Others are people you didn't expect. But now we know.
You're shocked.
Yeah, because we fucking know who they voted for to be the Senate majority leader, Senate leader. So
I saw a thing they were trying to put that they were talking about term limits and how they wanted like senators to have 2 terms, which would be 12 years, right? And then the House of Representatives would be 3 terms, would be 6 years.
Yeah.
And they said if that was implemented now, 73 of the 100 senators would be out.
Good. Yeah.
And 300 plus of the House of Representatives out of the 450 or whatever there are in there would be gone as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You would immediately
so that's to tell you something right there.
Yeah. These public servants, which is what they're supposed to be, civil servants, as these elected, supposedly elected representatives. The biggest, here's the thing. A lot of the people in the United States, citizens, have gone to school, educated, all that shit in my lifetime, don't know that the United States Senate was appointed. The senators were appointed by the states legislatures to represent the interests of the state that they're from. That's how the Civil War started here in the United States, because the senators from southern states disagreed with senators from the northern states because they were directly representing the state's legislatures in that. They were not elected. They were not publicly elected. No, they were not a general appointed. They were all appointed. Representatives, on the other hand, were elected through an election. So people talk about, in the United States, people talk about the 3 branches of government. Executive branch, which is the president, his cabinet. Judicial branch, which is basically Supreme Court and judges. And then the 3rd branch, which was legislative, which is the House and the Senate. The problem with that is you can split the legislative into 2 parts. You have the federal side, which is the House, and you used to have the Senate side, which was the states' representatives. So in this sense, there were 4 branches of government, not 3. Because you had the state side of the House, of the Senate, and you had the federal side of the House. We're representing two interests. And
right.
They changed that after the United States Civil War. I think that changed. They changed that through a quote unquote a constitutional amendment back at the turn of the 1900s. And I think it was like early, like this, I think it was just before. Yeah, it was. They got that changed. And then what they did was once they got the senators to be federalized, then they implemented prohibition several years later.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get that through without that going on. Then of course that was rigged in the States and stuff like that. But yeah, whatever. If they couldn't fuck, I'd rather it be by someone I elected, damn it. Yeah. So but I think if they went back to that format, original constitutional format of the United States Senate, there'd be a vast majority of Republicans in the Senate.
Probably.
Yeah.
But here's the thing is, though, yeah, I'm a definite supporter of term limits. If it can't go back to that format, if it can't go back where the senators are actually representing the states and not their own little fiefdoms and their own little interests and kingdoms that they have, okay? Like, that way, then they need term limits. And I'm all for that. Yes. If they can term limit the president of the United States, they can sure shit.
Which is the only office that gets term limited.
Yes, exactly. Because FDR had 5 terms.
The senators,
although he died right after his 5th election. But.
The senators are not, they just bloody lingo.
Yeah, and the funny thing, here in the United States, you have people, like I remember when John McCain died, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Here in Arizona, they were talking about the McCain seat, John McCain's Senate seat.
Mm-hmm.
It's not John McCain's, it's the fucking people of Arizona's Senate seat.
Right. Oh, we couldn't have that, could we?
No. I mean, did the same thing with fucking Ted Kennedy croaked in Massachusetts several decades ago. Oh, it's the Kennedy seat, the Ted Kennedy seat. No, it's not.
Well, they're doing that with Feinstein here in this stupid ass state.
That fucking compromised traitor. It actually employed a freaking Chinese spy for 20 freaking years.
Oh,
and didn't even know it.
Yeah, didn't even know it. I'm sure she probably figured it out.
Allegedly.
Well, she probably figured it out.
Allegedly. Yeah. But, so, we have that.
You know, and you know who got her seat?
Her seat? Yeah, Hillary Clinton.
Her seat?
Yeah, her seat from New York. Yeah, imagine that, a little plane crash.
Old pencil neck himself.
Mm-hmm.
Shifty shift.
Yeah.
What was it? I saw? There was a picture of President Bush, old Bush, with his wife, and she looked like a man. You know what I mean? Did you see that one?
Most, yeah, I mean, but
did you see that? It was just like, finally, I'm seeing it or something. I was like, you know, it's quite funny.
Well, isn't that the rumor that Macron's wife was once a guy?
Yeah, that's the thing. And dude, I'm sorry. That's one ugly chick.
Okay.
She's like a billion years older than him.
If it ain't a guy, then dude, that's an ugly chick.
An ugly chick, or is it a hot guy?
I've seen hot guys. That ain't no hot guy.
Oh, right, it's one of them ones.
Unless you just got pulled out of the freaking stove.
Fugly then, Fugly.
Pulled out of the stove and put away wet.
Shit, dude.
Wookie, you're bloody yawning. Wookie, you are bloody yawning.
Because I'm kind of past my bedtime.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning here.
Time. I know.
He's Wookie.
He's no excuse. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
He kind of ages like a dog. You know, he's like he's 55, but he's actually in dog years he's like 180, and he needs to go to bed.
What are you trying to say, Sonny? What are you trying to say?
You know what you don't hear from somebody who's in their late to mid 90s?
What?
This is great.
Billy, I'm your grandfather. Billy, listen to me.
Billy,
kill me.
Kill me.
Kill me.
Would you like to know? Do you want to know what the most tiring part of the day is?
What?
When you get out of your bed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You're absolutely right.
I've worked it out. Oh, fuck's sake! I'm not good. I'm not.
You roll over and sit up, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
You roll over and sit up, and like, "Fuck, my back went out."
I know, right? Exactly.
You turn your head. You look at the clock. It doesn't matter what time it is. It's like,
what the hell? Holy shit! I don't know. Holy crap!
Yep.
We got 33 people watching us. We got up to 35.
Nice.
And we're still on Bunny's feed. Bunny still has his stuff up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still got his.
You don't have much money to. You don't have that much money to pay those people. What do you mean, 35 people?
What? I think they're mostly off of Bunny's X account.
I suppose so.
Bunny's X account watching or his.
Right. Yeah.
Because he had to tell me that he has 580 some odd subscribers, and you're barely at $1.50. Yes, I am at $1.50. I'm very happy to have those. $1.50, $3.50.
No, I never saw that one. I remember you made that reference when we were talking about Nessie. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was yeah. I haven't seen that.
Oh, but about that time, I realized it was the goddamn Loch Ness Monster. That was the funniest freaking episode. Chef's parents. Oh my God.
Loch Ness Monster, or Loch Ness, it featured in Stingray.
It was.
It featured in Stingray. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Oh shit! What the? I forgot about this. Let me show this off.
Yes, shut it off.
That sounded wrong. Okay.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
As you probably noticed that I've been watching the series Burn Notice, but I also got something else recently, and I will.
What is this?
Thunderbirds.
So I will be watching that. It's a complete collection. I don't know what it was. For some bizarre reason, I was thinking about something, and then Thunderbirds just popped in my mind, and I haven't got that yet. I have to do something about that. So I thought, hey ho, I'm gonna get it. So
there you go.
Got it nice and quick. So I'll watch that after Burn Notice.
Is that how many seasons is that? Or is it?
It's the whole lot.
Oh, all of them. Okay, cool.
It's everything. So I'm not sure how long that is. So.
Is it one CD or two?
No, it's a whole bunch of discs.
Oh, you got a bunch. It's like a box set.
It's like a whole box set.
10
discs. 10 discs.
Oh, nice.
10 discs.
So there was a lot of seasons though of Thunderbird.
32 episodes. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I imagine the episodes would be about 20 minutes, 40 minutes long, something like that.
Yeah.
The usual kind of thing.
Probably a lot of behind the scenes director cut stuff too. And
I imagine so. So that's nice. That's
like making of and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that's to the Jerry.
I remember there was a video I was watching. I don't know what on YouTube. They were talking about the Jerry Anderson's stuff, and when he was doing the Captain Scarlet,
right,
and how they changed completely from a marionette style, and they made everything proportional, all the bodies and everything, and they were all animatronic. It was like one of the first animatronic, so all the characters were animatronic.
Really?
And so the heads and everything like that, yeah. They had a behind the scenes thing talking about that. So
yeah.
That's why there's a difference between that and like Thunderbirds and Stingray and Nebula 75 and Joe 90. That those shows all look like marionettes because they were marionettes.
Right.
And where Captain Scarlet was more of an animatronic type control.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a big fan of the Captain Scarlet and Stingray, particularly.
Yeah, I've enjoyed Stingray. Gobby's the one that kind of piqued my interest in Stingray because he was doing his, he was used to do the reviews of Stingray.
Okay.
And so I found a channel, another channel on Roku, a streaming channel that had all the Stingray episodes, and so I started watching them, and it was actually, I still can't figure out where they got the freaking song for at the end, Marina, all that shit. Yeah. And there's no kind of like, I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of cool, but it's weird,
It is a kind of weird song.
It's like, yeah, because it's supposed to be about the girl that don't speak, but helps them out. But it's like, there's not really a whole big backstory behind that character. Just the song. Just the song. Just
the song and the rescuer from Titanica, and that's pretty much it.
And that's it. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But classic. I got to get back into watching that again, pick that back up because
that was the thing.
Enjoyed that show.
That was all of that stuff. I've said before, but all of that stuff was replayed in the 1980s. So I got to see.
Yeah. I remember the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, Thunderbirds, everything was shown in the 1980s. The Batman with Adam West was shown in the 1980s. That's the first Batman I saw. So all of that stuff, Mission Impossible, Man from U.N.C.L.E., James Bond, all of that old school stuff.
Yes, good stuff too.
It's insane. I think I've said this before, but a lot of the things I like are before my time. It's weird.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Like a lot of the shows from the 60s.
Yeah.
I was born in 69, so all the shows from when we first got a Roku, who was it? Hulu. Before Hulu got bought out by Disney, Hulu had tons of 50s and 60s Westerns.
Lovely.
They had the whole catalog of the Cisco Kid. They had the whole catalog, all 6 seasons of that. And they had all the episodes, all the seasons, post movies. Well, I think they did, but they had
and Gunsmoke and all that.
They had Gunsmoke on there, the longest running Western ever.
Rawhide,
Rifleman, Rawhide, Cisco Kid. But they had shit.
I bet they had the likes of Kung Fu and all that on there as well, did they?
William Byrd played the character, and I can't remember the freaking name. It's on the top of my
Perry Mason.
No.
Perry Mason.
Cowboy. It's a cowboy. It came out at the same time, actually a little earlier than the Cisco Kid, but they ran actually parallel to each other. And the funny thing is both these shows filmed on the same freaking lot. They filmed this because I was watching both shows and both series, and all of a sudden I started recognizing fucking buildings and towns.
Borrowed assets.
Hopalong Cassidy, that's what it was.
Hopalong
Cassidy. Hopalong Cassidy, and they would share. I got big into that. I was I was a drug to me. Hopalong Cassidy and Cisco Kid, and it was great, but it's things like that. So those are all from the late 40s, early 1950s. Because the Cisco Kid, here's a funny thing is about some of the cinema guys that are on YouTube would know this. The Cisco Kid was the first American Western that was filmed with color film.
Cool.
Color television did not it was filmed from 1949 to 1955, 56. So it ran 6 seasons. Okay.
Yeah.
It debuted in 1950, but it ran 6 to 56. All filmed in color film, but broadcast on black and white TVs.
Mm-hmm.
The Lone Ranger was filmed in black and white the first, I don't know how many seasons. And then it ended up being filmed in color. What you saw in reruns, like rebroadcasting of that in the late 60s and early 70s, was the color version of the Lone Ranger. You never really saw a lot of the black and white, but they were able to run all the Cisco Kid seasons because they were all filmed in color. In color film. And so the Cisco Kid actually became more popular than the Lone Ranger for a period of time because it was color. Yeah. Every single episode was in color.
I remember we were kids, Wookie. We were kids. We would sit there and watch shows like Rat Patrol. And, Seawolf. And, you know, and the television version of The Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. You know?
Oh, wow, yeah. Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Seawolf, fucking Rat Patrol, fucking Flipper.
Flipper.
You know, all those freaking shows.
Gentle Ben. Where's the bear?
Gentle Ben. Anyway. Gentle Ben and Tarzan.
Ben, yeah, I remember Gentle Ben.
And Gentle Ben with
Clint
Howard. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dennis Weaver.
Clint Howard's little brother. And
Dennis Weaver.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the one with the dog? Heidi? Yeah.
Lassie.
No, there was Heidi.
Lassie.
But
there's other ones too. There was other ones too.
Sure, there was a Heidi one. Yeah.
Oh, fucking, what's it called? Sky Ranger or some shit like that. It was with a dog with a guy in a plane. It was fucking. No. That was from the 50s, late 50s, early 60s.
Then we watched Hogan's Heroes and the Munsters.
Yes,
the Munsters. Yeah,
and the Addams Family. So
Addams Family. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fucking great shows. That's the thing. It's great shows. You know.
Yeah.
They're few and far between now for anything modern. There's few and far between. There's some that were good and that, it's been a while. I mean, really.
That's it. That's the thing.
But they don't have those types of shows anymore. You don't. I mean, they don't do them anymore. I mean,
all the shows that you see
they're kind of iconic, in a way.
Yeah, those are iconic. The shows you see now, the stuff that my wife watches, that she binge watches on streaming, they're all the same kind of bullshit. It's all either some fucking police show, some fucking fire show. They're all so serious, so bullshit. And it's just, I don't know. It's just fucking, they're all like cookie cutter. Yeah. Like one of the shows she was watching, the whole series, The Rookie or some shit. And then there was another one, I forgot what she was watching, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago Hospital, Chicago this. Fuck, I remember Hill Street Blues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hill Street Blues was a good show. St. Elsewhere was a good show. Yeah.
I've seen a couple of episodes of Hill Street Blues, I think.
Hill Street Blues was good for a time. But yeah, it's all these police shows, I just, they don't have any charisma like, say, like a Columbo.
No.
Like a Peter Falk Columbo.
Kojak.
There's no Kojak. Oh, Telly. Fuck.
Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby? I mean, you've got the charisma, you've got the draw out of the good actors. Now, there's some few and far between ones here and there, but can you remember them?
It had Earl Hallman and Janice Dickinson.
Policewoman.
Yeah. That was
Yep, Policewoman. Yep. Earl Hallman, Policewoman. Mod Squad. Yeah. The Mod Squad. Yep. The Mod Squad. That was a good one. Adam 12. Adam 12 gave birth to Emergency. Yeah, that was actually a good show. The Adam.
The one I liked was the Rockford Files.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've
James
not
Garner.
seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. This trailer parked on the side of the freeway in some like in parking
The
lot.
gold Firebird he had, that was a badass car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was a fun car. Yeah. I loved Angel. Angel, his buddy Angel.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, yeah. Starsky and
Well,
Hutch.
I've got Starsky.
Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear. Yeah. That was a good show.
What was
Holy
it?
shit.
I think it was like the pilot episode of Starsky and Hutch, isn't it? It's like they do the interrogation scene, and it's just like none of them, neither of them are playing good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
No.
That was
Well,
funny.
David Soul passed away this year, so
Yeah. I heard about that.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a shame. Hey, he played a lot of different roles too.
he did.
I mean, he
Salem-
played fucking Salem's Lot. Holy shit!
Yeah, man,
And didn't he have a top song out for a while in the late 70s too?
could have done. He
There
was
was
in
a song he did some singing. He did some albums.
he
or
was in
something, too.
Magnum Force with the
Yes.
Dirty
Yes.
Harry.
Him and what's his name? Spencer
Hal
for Hire.
Holbrook.
What's his name?
Hal Holbrook.
Urich.
No.
Robert Urich.
Robert Urich. Yeah, him and the young Robert Urich and
Well, Hal Holbrook was the bad
Yeah.
guy.
yeah. So that was a good movie.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I've got it
That
over
was
there.
a good movie.
Yeah.
It was a good show. It was kind of corny, but it was okay. It was Chips.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Eric
Eric
Estrada.
Estrada, yeah.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you know it that
Yeah.
Michael Dorn was in that for a few seasons,
I
few
believe
episodes.
so. I believe he was.
Yeah.
Worf,
Towards the
he
end.
was in there.
Yeah.
I think it was the that Michael Rosenbaum does the inside of you clips and things like that.
Uh-huh.
And it was Michael Dorn was on it, and I do believe he mentioned Chips in his interview. I watched it a couple months ago.
Yeah, he was. I remember him in that. He would drive a squad car. He didn't have a bike.
That's right. He did
was
the
in the
squad
car.
car. Yeah.
But there was some good shows like that,
Aye.
But I mean, I think like when I was in high school, and Abby can attest to this, some of the big things back then was like Dallas and fucking Knots Landing and shit like that, right? Dynasty.
I was about to say the other
Every
one's
time,
Dynasty.
every freaking we would get the first class on Monday freaking morning was band class, and that's all they fucking talk about.
Yeah.
Dynasty or Knots Landing. Dallas or some shit.
Dallas had the theme tune.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then Hagman played the best asshole. He played a great asshole. Everybody hated that motherfucker.
Yeah.
What was it? JR was it?
JR Ewing. Everybody hated.
JR
Ended up. Who shot JR? Ended up with someone's fucking dream.
That's right.
What the fuck? But that was genius. It was fucking genius. Oh my god! It was just.
And it's funny because you have this new series now, Yellowstone, which I like and I watch and everything. And they had the big kerfuffle with Kevin Costner and the showrunner, the writer of the show, Taylor Sheridan, and they had the second part of the season. They finished the series and stuff, and about halfway through, like the final episode, you half figured that they were going to pull a Bobby Ewing-esque ending where he'd come out of the shower and it was all a dream kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're kind of half expecting that, but not really. And of course they didn't, but I mean,
Bobby Ewing, AKA the man from Atlantis.
Man from Atlantis.
That one, Man from Atlantis.
Oh, God.
That was a good one. I liked that show. It's short-lived, but it was good. I enjoyed that. That was a great, like, quasi superhero type of deal. Because back then when that came out, you had the Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby. You had Wonder Woman with Linda Carter. You had Spider-Man. That was freaking awesome.
You had the ill-fated Captain America TV series that lasted for one season.
I think it went for one season. Yeah, it didn't last long. I mean, it was a good idea, but it didn't last long.
No, it was too corny.
I remember the cartoon.
Because they tried to modernize it. That's why. It wasn't like the original, based on the comics per se.
I remember the Captain America cartoon from the 60s, was it? I remember that.
Oh yeah, they probably had one then. Oh yeah, and Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
They did for sure.
Oh yeah, yep. I think it was the Amazing Spider-Man or something like that.
You remember this? You remember the
I remember watching those. Those were interesting.
You remember the cartoon series? When Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Yeah. I think they're done about the same time. Spider-Man cartoon, about in the late '60s. Yeah, mid-late '60s.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was good stuff.
It was. I mean, you've got, like I said, it was the Incredible Hulk, it was Wonder Woman, there was the Spider-Man TV show, which I think lasted 2 seasons, I believe.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, I think.
I don't know.
I thought it was 2 seasons. I don't know. Maybe one, but I thought it was 2.
Again,
check the old interwebs here.
Check the. Yes. You have the technology.
That's what I was saying before. It's just like all of this stuff was shown in the 1980s when I was little. So
yeah, exactly.
I got to see all of it.
1980s was a time when a lot of the stuff was rerun.
Yeah,
stuff that ran in the 60s and 70s, and even some, even Gunsmoke. Fuck Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke started in 1958 and ended in like 1982 or some shit. I think.
I haven't
a long
seen that.
Freaking time. Gunsmoke.
I haven't seen that, but
you'll spend about a year binge watching that. That's how many episodes there was.
Yeah,
but no, and I remember watching that as a kid. And then of course there was Kung Fu with David Carradine.
I haven't seen that. I haven't.
That's actually a good series. That actually was a good series.
It looked all right.
The Spider-Man series lasted for 2 seasons, only 13 episodes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
September 77 to July 79.
Wow. I thought that guy was a good actor with it. I don't know, that played Peter Parker, that played Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But
right. Okay.
I thought somebody was talking about him having a cameo in one of the freaking movies or something like that. That actor.
Was that the Spider-Man series that had the rope?
80s right now.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I don't know. But a lot of good stuff back then. I mean, I thought that things were going to start, when they came out, like when Marvel, before it got took over by the dark side, when it came out with Blade was actually the first property that they came out with. It couldn't have been any better. I mean, holy shit. Blade just amazed the shit out of me. And I'm thinking, oh, cool, because now you've got a cool character that's brought out. Then who's going to be next? And then you see the Hulk come out. Yeah, there you go. I love
Blade.
You. Yes. That's such a great freaking movie.
I got it on Blu-ray now, so.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. How many times have you watched it so far?
Well, I saw it on somehow, and then I got it on Blu-ray, so I've seen it twice now.
Yeah, nice.
Well, obviously, now that I've got the Blu-ray, it's got the after credits scene, which is quite funny. So.
Oh yeah. There's a part? Have you watched all those credits?
I watched all the credits. Yeah.
There was one I thought that had Gambit at the end when the portal opens up, but you see it kind of shine on him a little bit, and he smiles. Yeah,
I don't remember that, but it had the bit at the end after the credits where Chris Evans, as in Johnny Storm, is insulting Cassandra Nova.
Yeah.
He's like, "See, I told you." That was so funny. That was so funny. Because everybody just thought that Deadpool was speaking absolute garbage. about that, and it's just like, no, that was it.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the fun they all had making that fucking movie?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, holy shit.
That was so good. The other film I got was Alien Romulus. That was not bad.
I've not seen that one. I've not seen it.
It was all right. Yeah, I quite liked it.
No,
the last Alien movie I saw was the last one that had Sigourney Weaver in it.
Okay,
when they cloned her.
That's Alien Resurrection.
They cloned her. Right. That was the good one. Because she played a different Ripley, that's for sure. Holy shit.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she was different, that's for sure.
That was all right. I've got them all.
It was an okay movie. I liked it. I mean, per se. I'm never really a big fan of the Alien movies, but that was a good one.
Well, let me put it to you this way: there's not an Alien film I hate. So, I like.
Yeah.
It's what it's like. Well, to be fair, I haven't seen the most recent one, the most recent Terminator film, but it's like the Terminator franchise. The first two are the best.
Yeah.
And the rest are okay. The rest are all right. Yeah, they're entertaining.
The second one was my favorite.
Right.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah. Right.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah. And the bit where he tries to.
That was Commando.
No. Hasta la vista?
No.
Yeah, that's Commando.
No, he said that when he shot the liquid guy when he was hardened. He shot him. He said, "Hasta la vista."
Because Edward Furlong's giving him the lecture in the car. Hasta la vista, baby. Chill out, dickwad, and all that. Chill out, dickwad.
Yeah. Chill out, dickwad.
I think the quote I like is from Commando. Sully, remember when I told you I'd kill you last? I lied.
Yeah. I lied.
You lied.
I lied. Stick around.
Yeah.
He runs the guy through against the wall. He stick around.
I remember. My one of my mates is called John, right? One of my mates is called John, and I did Bennett. John. I'll be waiting for you, John. Oh, he knew exactly what I was on about. It was quite funny.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, here we go. Get to the chopper.
Come on,
Get to the chopper. Like,
it's New Year.
He's in prison. You're one ugly son of a bitch.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That
was a good one. That's a good one.
Now that was a funny thing, isn't it? There's 3 films. If I remember correctly, it's Predator and Commando, and I think it's referenced in Die Hard. Valverde. It's like the fictional country of
Valverde.
Die Hard 2, actually. It's Die Hard 2, I think, with the General Esperanza. Valverde. And obviously they go to Valverde in Predator, and what was the other one? Commando. I think the guy that's the leader from the country is Valverde. There.
Were these 3 films done by the same studio?
I think so. Or was it Robert McTiernan? I can't remember.
That would be quite interesting because they put them all in the same universe.
It's like a fictional country they've used. It's all Valverde.
But if it's the same studio, that might be kind of cool.
Yeah,
although I don't know how they'd kind of do the Commando and Dutch thing. I mean, that would be kind of like
it's something like that. It's like the jungles in Valverde, and then Commando, I forgot the guy's name, but the leader of the country. I am the former President Lopez of Valverde, or whatever it was, and then it's General Esperanza in Die Hard 2 is from Valverde or something like that. Anyway, it's quite an interesting little tie-in. those movies. I think it
puts
is
them all in the same universe.
Was it not John McTiernan, something like that directed the films?
I think it was
something. Yeah,
I think it was his.
Yeah,
was it
something
was
like
it
that?
Carlico Productions?
Could be, I forget. But there is something. I remember seeing that on a video somewhere. 10 things you did not know about Predator or Die Hard or something. You know, one of them things.
That's some interesting stuff right there for a trivia show.
Right.
Well,
the three films that Valverde, the mythical country, is mentioned.
I'm sure it's
speaking of Die Hard, there's I came across the other day. There's actually a Christmas ornament you can buy. It's a tree topper, right? It goes on top of it. What it is, it's a Nakatomi Plaza, and it has John McClane jumping off of it.
Oh yeah, when it's exploding, yeah, the roof.
Yeah.
Shit. Tell you what, that was a good movie.
Oh yeah,
that was a good movie.
I honestly can't remember if I actually saw the second Die Hard film.
You know what? Somebody tried to put together that character, that cop character, that from the Die Hard movie, the black cop that kind of befriended him,
right?
McClane.
Powell.
And he's also the same. Yeah, he's the same actor that plays a cop in the Family Matters show with Urkel, the annoying freaking neighbor kid.
In fact, was he not one of the?
They tried to put it in. It was some sort of a. I don't know, that there somehow was a related universe or some bullshit.
Yeah, I can't remember. What's his name? Reginald Val Johnson or something like
that.
Yeah. Was he not in? He was in one of the Ghostbusters films as well, I think. Like one of the guards in the cells, I think, when they're in the Nick.
I don't know.
I forget. I'm sure he's in one of them.
I know somebody tried to kind of put it together that
Crocodile Dundee. Was he not the limo driver in Crocodile Dundee as well?
Maybe he was. Yeah, maybe he was.
He was.
Yeah, that's right. The dude with the
he was the one that always pick him up at the pub.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Thought that. Yeah. Thought he was in Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah. Gosh, another good show, Family Matters.
Somebody's sleepy.
That was good. Yes. Did I do that? Oh my god.
Fucking Urkel. Steve Urkel.
The funny thing is, the show wasn't really even about him because he was the neighbor kid. He wasn't even related to the freaking family. He was just like the ancillary character, the comic relief or some bullshit. They end up becoming the whole heart of the freaking franchise. He got his own freaking cereal by chance.
I've not seen that at all.
Urkel O's. Holy shit. Yeah, he's completely annoying.
Oh.
Until you get to like the last couple seasons or something like that. Then the unfortunate thing is in that series, there's an actress that kind of played like his quasi girlfriend, and she's rather young, and she ended up passing away during the filming of the series.
Yeah.
She got some kind of disease or cancer. Something hit her real hard, and she died.
Yeah,
which was tragic because she was cute and talented and everything like that. And she was becoming an integral part of the show as a character in relation to Urkel character, and she died. And it's like, I think right shortly after that, the series just fizzled and went bye-bye. But we're on the air for several seasons, several years.
Not seen it.
Yeah, you got to see Jaleel White grow up. Jaleel White, who played Urkel, who actually is not a bad actor because I have seen him in other stuff. And it was one show. I don't know what the heck the show was or movie was, but he played himself. He played Jaleel White, and he played himself as an actor trying to get a job or some shit like that. And it was funny because they kept on referring. Can you say it? Can you say it? Did I do that? He was like,
the name rings a bell. The name
Oh
does
my
ring a bell.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a couple of movies or a couple of TV movies or something like that. He's a good actor. He really is. I think he is. Seeing him do the other stuff. But yeah, he's annoying as fuck. In Family Man, it's just like, oh my God! But you see him grow up, in fact, because he was a small kid, and they were on for several seasons, so he got a lot taller and filled out a lot more. So yeah, he became less annoying.
Oh,
but he was still annoying. Less annoying, not no annoying. But yeah, hell. Oh, there's a big gun go off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, pops and explosions. So, yeah, we got 13 minutes to the East Coast is 12 o'clock. Holy shit. Well.
Yay, East Coast.
Yay, the East Coast. So, but, yeah, heck. So, I'm planning on, in quotes, to kind of do some different things on YouTube and Rumble, insofar as like with woodworking. So right, yeah. I'm gonna try to be doing some content for that type of stuff. I got some things for Christmas that are going to help me do that. One of them is a camera.
Yeah. Well,
I was going to actually start with using my phone, but I couldn't find it. We don't have a tripod that the phone would work with because it's too freaking wide. So, but I ended up getting a camera for Christmas, albeit a cheap camera, video camera. But but I have a tripod for it and all that stuff like that. So we're gonna give it a shot. I have all 10 fingers. I have all 8 fingers and my thumbs. So yeah,
that might get you going then.
Well, you might lose a few. You're working with those bladed tools and stuff like that.
Yes, I know. Right. Smash myself with a hammer.
Never give a Wookiee a weapon.
Yeah. Self-inflicted injury. Holy shit. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try to do some of that stuff.
Holy crap.
Oh. He heard a big boom?
Big boom.
The big boom boom.
Yeah. Big boom.
Big boom.
Yeah. So woodworking. I actually have a YouTube channel already set up. I've had it for over a year now. But I've not posted anything to it. There's just nothing there. So it's just a channel. And so I'm going to probably, I don't know if I'm going to actually post stuff to it. I might go ahead and just delete the channel and keep it on this channel and then just separate the two niches like this and then the woodworking on the same channel. Because I already have 150 followers on this one, thankfully. And
right.
So, it might give them something else. Or I might just completely separate it, like I said, and I still have the channel I have not used. Maybe I'll with the name and everything. So it's the channel is called Woodwork Wookie, by the way, on YouTube. Woodwork Wookie. So I will probably not do any talking in these videos. I'll just completely be silent.
All right.
Not going to do any narration or anything like that. Might do some captioning here and there to explain something. But I have found I enjoy the channels that do less talky and more worky on wood. And
what's this? You're smoking a pipe?
He's got his pipe there.
He's got his pipe.
His freaking.
My dad used to smoke a pipe.
Like
I'm Ted Turner, and you're not.
I'm Ted Turner, and I married Hanoi Jane.
my dad used to smoke a pipe, and his uncle used to smoke a pipe. So.
I got 4 of them sitting over here. I don't have tobacco.
Yeah, I've got a few.
Holy shit! So, Yeah. But yeah, Jay Turner, I met and married Hanoi Jane and fucking Jane Fonda, man. What a fucking piece of shit that person was. Oh my
Hanoi
god.
Jane.
Hanoi Jane. Well, yeah, Hanoi Jane. I think the only one that was worth the shit was Peter.
Peter Fonda, yeah. And his daughter.
Yeah.
Bridget Fonda.
What's his name? Not Peter. The other one. The brother of Hanoi Jane.
Henry.
Peter Fonda.
Peter Fonda. That's right. Henry Fonda was the father.
Yeah.
He was a heavy-handed son of a bitch. So great actor though. But he did have a knack for playing a bad guy.
Good.
And he did it so well in freaking Once Upon a Time in the West by Sergio Leone.
That's the one that's kind of like
he won, dude. He was.
He didn't play a bad guy but he did it every once in a while. It wasn't his main character choice.
No.
Oh, no. But this one, you could tell he didn't have.
You're kind of like shit.
Yeah, wasn't he worried it would ruin his image playing a bad guy like that or something?
Yeah. His agent did not want him to do the part at all.
It was so it's such a great freaking movie. Oh my!
Yeah, I've got it over there.
Just that opening. When they're at the train station and not a word is said.
No one says shit.
In the whole open for 10 minutes.
You guys
never been done before. Never been done before in a movie, and never been done since.
Was it Jack Elam and what's
Jack Elam, Charles Bronson,
Sonny or what's his name? The black guy.
Black guy, yeah. So I think
drank the rainwater off his freaking hat.
Yeah,
right.
That was great. And there was the other guy that was in it. The other guy, the blonde guy, that wore the duster in that scene. He's the one that committed suicide with that costume on. He jumped out of the hotel window. What a way to freaking go, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. After that filming was done, whatever scenes he was in, and he freaking leapt out of the window of this hotel. I don't know how many floors. And fucking Sergio Leone's like, save the costume.
Yeah.
Don't cut the costume up. Save the costume.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Crazy Italian.
Yeah. Fuck, that was nuts when I heard that. But one of the best scenes, though, outside of the opening scene in that, was when Bronson met the John Huston character, whatever his name is. I forget his name.
Yeah.
He met his character in that saloon. And he was playing his harmonica in the saloon.
Right.
And they slide the lantern was affixed to a rope so it would slide. And he slid that down the bar at him.
Yeah.
And it stopped. And it's not a whole hell of a lot of talking at all going on, which is typical Sergio
Jason
Leone.
Robards.
Yes, Jason Robards.
Robards
That's right.
guy.
Yes, Jason Robards. He played that character. And
who was a bad dude in himself.
Yes, he was. But they had that chick. Wait.
Why?
You bastards are still going. Yes, we are. We're going.
Why'd your cool chick video get stopped?
My cool chick video just got blocked by YouTube. What?
Why?
No.
What? Cool. What? Yeah, he did a video. Actually, he did a stream with a fellow they were talking about Kolchak.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I kind of dropped out. I had to go do some other stuff. But I didn't. That's crazy, man. They blocked it, huh? Holy shit. What did it get copyright struck? Obviously. Or did they take it down? Fuck, man, that's stupid. Freaking YouTube, man.
Telling you guys, got to switch it to Rumble.
Hey, Bunny, did you simulcast it on Rumble though?
I'm sure he would have.
That makes that pisses me off when that shit happens. It's for stupid shit too.
Or X.
Probably.
Put it on X.
Mm-hmm. Well, like we're simulcasting on Rumble right now on my Rumble, so it's just habit for me now. But damn, that sucks, man. Yeah, because that was started out as a very interesting stream, and I unfortunately had to bug out of that. I had to go, but as a head, the comic book guy, and I think the comic book guy he was talking to, I think he was either doing something with the Kolchak character in the comics or something like that. But yeah, and they were talking about his book. So
I've seen the movies
and the inspiration. I think the Kolchak character in the Night Stalker movies, where it was the Night Stalker actually was a TV show too.
I've seen the films. I haven't
he
seen
was I think you were talking about the Kolchak character being an inspiration for a character.
Darren
McGavin.
Yeah. It's the father from Christmas Story.
That's what you see. He was
the old man.
Well.
The old man. Yes.
Raw Deal. He's Arnie's pal.
But wait. Freaking show from the 70s, and they blocked me for it. Really? I mean, did you? I didn't. Like I said, Bunny, I didn't get to see the whole thing. Did you? Did you run clips of the show? Maybe is that why they did that? I don't know. And that's the only thing I could think of. But,
that would make sense. But then again, since when is
to block it and not to give you the opportunity to cut out the stuff?
That would make sense.
They just dragged it down.
That would make sense if it was clips or something. But since when has these algorithms made sense?
Yeah. Never.
Yeah. Just the opening.
Just the opening.
Right.
That's what a bunch of assholes.
So what was that, like a nanosecond or something like that? Something.
I can't remember. I can't remember the opening. I think I got on the stream right after the opening ended.
What was it? The opening of Kolchak's show or the opening of Bunny's show had a picture of it or something?
The visual triggered it.
So what? Did a picture of Darren McGavin and Kolchak?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have it? Did you have it simulcast on Rumble? Hopefully you did, man. I hope you did. I really hope you did.
Getting on very invasive.
So, but yeah, it sucks. But yeah, we're still here, and it's almost New Year's. He did
on the East Coast.
So he did get it there. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's on Rumble. Yeah.
Oh, it's on X as well.
Where else? It's now
it's
midnight in New York. Woohoo! Yay! Let's see if they start opening the artillery outside here any second.
Okay.
Probably.
Do you know what that means?
Can they sink the island in New York? Can they just sink it?
Do you know what it means? That means that it's like 5 o'clock in the morning here now.
Yeah, Cool's got to get some sleep. Here,
I know, right?
I haven't been up this
Cool's got to get some sleep.
Hey, Bunny! Happy New Year, Bunny! Happy New Year!
Yay! Happy New Year!
Well, you know what?
I'm usually going to bed about now.
I'm excited for 2020. Not for the obvious reasons, Trump coming in and cleaning house, but just because. Assholes. Yes.
You too, Bunny. You too go to bed.
Bunny. You too. Fuzzy rat. Nice. Good night, man. But like I said, 2025, I'm kind of excited for the doing the more stuff, continuing on with the cryptids and conspiracies. Stuff with Bunny.
Well, we have to do the Yeti. We have to do the Yeti yet, so
yeah, and Yeti. Yet he was bothered.
Or as I did that GIF, wasn't it, from the Yeti from WCW?
Yeah, exactly.
The Yeti.
Yep. But yeah, so 2025 we'll do more stuff with cryptids and conspiracies.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of toying with, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but moving off from the political end of things and going back to kind of like pop culture, comic books, stuff like that. What do you guys think of going back that direction?
Is there anything to talk about? I don't know.
I don't know. We were talking about old TV shows and old movies and shit.
Earlier.
3 fucking hours.
But the problem is, though, we can only go so far with that. And we can only, right now, we can only go so far with politics. But,
yeah,
I mean, I think having, like, what we do on Sundays, the weekly thing.
Weekly review. Yeah.
We do have those times because you get things in the news almost weekly, and you can just kind of rehash it and talk about it and put your slants on it. You know?
Yeah.
As far as like the pop culture stuff, I mean, there'll be a point where we hit a wall at some point.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Not to say.
You've got the big YouTubers. That's how they made their mark was all the pop culture stuff, you know. And there's so many of them doing pretty much this, talking about the same thing, or bitching about the same thing,
right?
You know.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of liked when Gabi was doing the old Stingray reviews and stuff like that. That kind of got me interested in Stingray, and I started watching it and all that stuff.
Right.
And other Gary Anderson franchises too. But you know, because he did actual reviews of the episodes,
right?
You know, so which was cool. But I don't know. I mean, I like the review type show where, like you were saying, Abby, we just, you know, hit the points of what's on the news and stuff like that. I mean, there could be funny stuff. I mean, I kind of, to be honest with you, I kind of liked when I used to do the, I like the format of the Saturday morning reboot when we did the like little segments, like, you know,
the fashion of the week and all
the fashion rundown, and water cooler report and shit like that was a good concept. I think, but what I think it did in some cases, it made the stream go too long, or, you know, we kind of, you know, it's kind of hard sifting through freaking a bunch of pictures of Hollywood trash to find the stupidest looking. It kind of does get, and it was getting on me a little bit, you know, because I got to plow through Met photos and shit like that and find out what kind of stupid bullshit that some fat broad is swearing.
Or what you could do too, you know, you do it like a David Letterman-ish, like a late night thing where he has his, you know, once a week he has his top 10.
Yeah.
Top 10. You know, he had the subject of the top 10 reasons why.
I saw something. There was another YouTuber who I follow, and she's out of England. And you probably know her, Hen. Just call me Hen. You watch any of her stuff?
I've seen her not for a while, but yeah, I know.
Yeah, I saw her. Actually, I saw her. When the hell did I see her? Today. It was today. I watched her today after going from work. She did a thing with her panel, and there was 4 of them. And she would take a subject or like a thing or object or something. Like the subject was a bodybuilder.
All right.
Describe a bodybuilder or things that go into bodybuilding going from A to Z in the object. So they had to come up with something for the letter A, something for the letter B, and just go around the thing. Come up all the way down to Z. It was actually quite freaking entertaining. I think I might rip that off and figure out, you know, because it talked about bodybuilding and then using that kind of going through. It was kind of funny. And the chat got involved with it too. which was good. So I don't know. I'm toying with things like that. Maybe taking something from Saturday Reboot and kind of, doing something with that. Maybe I got to remember some of the segments. I think I still got some of the slideshows too somewhere. But
dude, pull a Family Guy Peter Griffin. What grinds my gears?
Yes, there we go. What grinds my gears? No shit. No shit. That would be a good one. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to call it, since it's already New Year's here in the States. It's just 2 hours away from me, but I think it's close enough. I think we spent over 3 hour stream, and Cruel's needing to go to bed because it's already tomorrow. So he's got to he's got to recuperate. So no Iron Brew tonight, then, eh, Cruel? No Iron Brew.
Still got my muddy cup in
there you go.
There you go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call it then, everybody. Thank you so much for everybody in the chat.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Abby and Cruel. Thanks for, and then not Brian for stopping by and being able to come on. Thanks everybody for being here
Happy
tonight.
Merry whatever.
Yes. Happy Merry Festivus, whatever the hell.
Something.
Happy Merry whatever.
Yeah. Happy Merry Harry's crotch. I don't know.
Happy Merry Harry Carey.
Hang a star on that one.
Hang a star.
Hideo
Nomo.
Oh God.
Hideo Nomo.
What a holy fuck.
Slam-eye pitcher from the Dodgers.
We were watching that fucking baseball game at work, and he said that. WGN Cubs versus the
live on air
in Chicago. Oh, fuck. Hideo Nomo on the mound for the Dodgers. A peculiar slant eye. Like, what the fuck did he just say on live TV? What? Hey, it was the 90s.
Still the funniest though is Will Ferrell on Saturday Night Live doing Harry Carey.
Yes.
Oh God.
That was funny. Oh my God. The head bob
and
everything.
The big old thick glasses.
Oh my God. Shit.
Happy New Year, B-Dog.
Good night, everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. And B-Dog, Happy New Year, man. And for all the 35 people watching, thank you so much for sticking around. And I don't know. We may do a Sunday show. I don't know. Probably will, because we're probably going to do the Cryptids and Conspiracies Saturday night. So hopefully we'll see everybody on Cryptids and Conspiracies. Again, we simulcast that on YouTube, our respective channels on YouTube and our respective channels on Rumble. And so please, if you're not subscribed or following Bunny or myself on Rumble, please do so, because I'm broadcasting on Rumble right now. So when things like what happened to Bunny and his Kolchak episode happen on YouTube, they don't
say
happen
we
on
didn't
Rumble.
warn you.
Yeah. They don't happen on Rumble. So everybody have a great one, and hopefully we'll see you this weekend.
We all just want to party. Yes, we don't care what